All right, hey people, welcome back to my stream. I was supposed to, well, I said I was supposed to start like super earlier and spend the whole day doing this, but a lot of things happen today. At least tomorrow, I am pretty sure I'm not going out of the house and gonna worry about food or something like that. So yeah, we should have a lot more time tomorrow. It's already 9:55. You know what? It's a Saturday. I could probably sleep at 1 or some shit. Let's do this. Let's do this shit. The next day, the typhoon had passed, and the blue sky spread over Konosora.
というわけなので、よろしくお願いします、会長。
Please.
しまーす。
Following Kotori, we also bowed our heads. This is a 4th-year classroom. Yesterday, we were ordered to go to the student council room, but we decided to take the initiative and went to Akari-san's classroom. Our business was applying for the revival of the Soaring Club. We were negotiating to restore the status of the Soaring Club, which was revoked last year.
その件はすでに却下されたはずですよ、幅根小鳥さん。それは前の生徒会の話でしょ。あなたなら違う考えをお持ちなんじゃないかって思ったんだけど。
The Soaring Circle's leader title isn't just for show. Kotori continued negotiating with the student council to revive the Soaring Club for the last year. However, the previous student council president thought that Tobioka-sensei wouldn't allow it and didn't really lend us an ear. A model example of the peace at any price principle. But the student council has been dissolved. And in the election held a few days ago, Akari-san was chosen as the new Aicho. If it's her, she might actually listen to what we have to say. That's why Kotori gave the negotiations a shot once again. Akari-san stared at the petition for the club revival deep in thought. We watched her expression nervously. If we aren't officially recognized as a club, there are a few problematic circumstances. First, above all else, is the ownership of the glider. It is a property of the Soaring Club. So if we become a club again, our ownership of it should be officially recognized. It was built using club budget, so the school took it away when the club had its status revoked. Though actually, over half of the construction costs were covered by Amane-senpai herself. Club expenses also became a problem. Currently, we are facing a serious shortage of funds. As for the materials, or parts or materials, we can still manage by helping out at Anchan's place, but the cost of commuting to the airfield and flight training fees are no joke. A club budget, even a small one, would cover some of those expenses, so it's one of our motives too. And one more thing, we can't use the school facilities now. Even if we wanted to use the school's equipment to manufacture parts or something, we wouldn't get permission. Everyone just uses it freely, but with Tobioka keeping an eye on us, being found out would have been troublesome. Jesus Christ. Tobioka's a straight up asshole, man. Just a straight up asshole. And lastly, we don't have any place for our activities. As a result, we had to occupy the room used by the Kazato sisters. We can't keep using the dormitory for our activities forever.
お願いよ、生徒会長。私たちが真面目に活動してたことはあなただって知ってるでしょ。そうです。慶風学園にとってこれほどふさわしい部活動はないと思いませんか。
Everyone was desperately pleading with her, but
その前に
Claire, Akari-san stared at us with a scary expression.
あなたたちに聞きたいことがあったの。倉庫から消えたグライダーの件よ。
Her voice dropped down a tone. That alone was enough to make us cower in fear.
何のことかしら
They're really gonna play dumb here. Even if we were totally busted, we had no choice but to play dumb. Akari-san is a very fair person, but she won't be that flexible. If it became clear that we had taken it away, she would have definitely taken action.
何者かが倉庫に忍び込み保管してあったグライダーを盗み出したのよ。あんな巨大なもの、一体誰が持ち去ったのかしらね。
She said that in a way implying that she knew full well that we did it. Well, she's right on the mark. The thing with the glider was a huge miscalculation on our part. It was clear that it would work against us when we would apply for the restoration of the club, but we couldn't stop ourselves. Knowing that this would happen, we came to her first to negotiate. That must have been some kind of geek, an airplane enthusiast maybe. They wanted it at any cost. When I desperately tried to make up a suitable reply, Akari-san shifted her attention to me.
あなたたちではないと？
No way! Definitely. I asked her while choking on my words. It's gonna be so obvious. It's so obvious from there, man. My heart felt heavy when Akari-san's gaze, filled with righteousness, had pierced right through me.
いいでしょう。ただし、もし不正な手段を用いていると分かったときは、一切擁護はできないので、注意してくださいね。
I like how she said it. If you get caught doing anything illegal, basically, she's willing to turn an eye if, if she doesn't know a thing and no one else knows. I love that language. Yes, I gave an honest reply reflexively, and Agia poked my side. It was like admitting that we had actually stolen it.
それにしても、来週には博物館に寄贈される手はずだったのに。どうしてこうもいいタイミングで。
Akari-san glanced at our expressions. It seems that she'd like to know about that. The one who leaked the information to us.
Akari-san!
At that moment, Matsusugu appeared, calling out in a frivolous voice.
今日の生徒会何時からでしたっけ？
16時からよ、田崎くん。
じゃあそれまで暇ですよね。どっかでお茶でも。なんだお前ら。
The bonehead Matsusugu. He's only just realized we're here.
何やってんだ？
部の復帰申請をしに来たのよ。
So, go somewhere else.
なんだよその態度。俺だって生徒会のメンバーなんだぞ。
Matsusugu stuck out his chest out self-importantly. That's right. He joined the student council this year as a secretary. In response to Matsusugu's antics, Akari-san glared at him.
どうかしましたか、あっかりさん。
今、大事な話をしていたところです。例のグライダー強奪事件について。ずっと不思議だったんです。どうして博物館に寄贈される直前に盗まれてしまったのか。犯人が一般生徒だと仮定してどうやってその情報を知り得たのか。
どうしてでしょうね。俺バカなんでわかんないや。
Ageha and I got perplexed. I can imagine it's Matsusugu who leaked the information to the man. Couldn't he come up with something a little better? His poor attempt to dodge the issue has apparently convinced Akari-san who the culprit was, so she didn't bother pursuing the topic any further. Well, it seems that we'll be okay for the time being, even though she found out who was responsible for leaking the information. Man, she's so sharp. What the fuck? By the way, it's a digression, but it seems that Matsusugu isn't with the girl from his band anymore. According to him, some musical differences were the reason. That kind of feels like bullshit, man. But according to Ageha, he just got done. After that, he had a fateful encounter. with an older girl called Kumoi Akari. And then, chasing after her, he joined the student council. Digression over.
廃部の一件については以前お話しした通りよ。同情的な気分にはなるけれど、どうしてやることもできないわ。
A staff meeting was held right after Amane Senpai left. They promptly decided that the club would have its status revoked and the garage would be demolished. This was all Tobioka's instructions. Some of the teachers opposed it, but it seems that Tobioka forced the demolition of the garage. The reason? It was the original promise.
実際、私も納得はしていないのよ。廃部の根拠は単に望月先輩以外に部員がいなかったからというもの。でも実際はあなたたちがいたわ。
Yeah, that was no, seriously, that was a douche move, man. Like, they didn't even give them like a warning that they'll, you know, do the demolition. I mean, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I don't know about like the instantaneous demolition of the garage, but like, it still felt like the super douche move. Not gonna lie.
それなのに先生方の都合で廃部を決定するなんて、これは生徒会自治系の悪質な侵害行為だわ。
Thank God, actually, isn't that a thing, man? Like, holy shit.
あの時私が会長だったなら、もう少し抵抗できていたものを。
She was speaking with clenched fists and a furrowed brow, genuinely frustrated. She won't tolerate those who ignore the rules, even if they are teachers. And that's how it is. When the Soaring Club faced the danger of status revokement back when Amane Senpai was the only member, it was Akari-san who kept pressuring her and somehow made her continue. She's very strict, but she's actually a good person.
じゃあ復活を認めてよ。
That's right, President. The decision to abolish it was ridiculous. We insisted, but Akari-san shook her head.
どうして？
部としての条件を満たせていないからです。
They just need to be like more than 3 people, basically.
まず部員数の不足。
Now, we only have 3 members. For a club, at least 4 members are necessary.
次に活動内容の有効性ですが、これはまあ問題ないでしょう。
This is about whether or not the activities are suitable for a student club. There's no problem as far as that goes. Well, they already have it in history, right?
有資格者の不在。これは深刻な問題ですね。
What does qualified personnel even mean?
パイロットの資格なら葵くんが持ってるわ。
それだけでは足りないでしょ。
Pilot aside, qualifications for maintenance and such are also necessary. Gliders aren't something that can be managed without such qualified personnel. I didn't know that there. Then Amane was hard carrying the club. She was a licensed pilot, and she probably did some exam or some shit to be like a qualified person. Damn it! Amane Senpai is so fucking buffed, man. Holy shit, she really hard carried the club. Before, Amane Senpai had all the necessary qualifications, so it wasn't a problem.
最後に顧問の不在。
So they had to find a teacher who was willing to, take a hit for them. Yamanobe Sensei, who had been our advisor until last year, withdrew from the position when the status of the Soaring Club was revoked. He had to deal with such a super problem child as Mochizuki Amane, while Tobioka was keeping an eye on him. It's no wonder a third of his hair had gone white even though he was still young. Tobioka's really an asshole. What the fuck? He was weak-spirited, but he was a good teacher nevertheless.
これらの問題が解決できない以上、申請を認めるわけにはいきません。ケチ。もし生徒会が認めたとしても、それでは飛岡先生らは認めてくれないでしょうね。
Jesus, by the way, fucking Kodori's remark, she's an asshole as well. Not like the Tobioka level asshole, but that was like that was super uncalled for. Like I was like, bro, what the fuck? All you need to do is just like solve all those problems. It isn't like she's being unfair. What the fuck? What the fuck, Kotori? That's a lot of minus points from me. Not gonna lie, fucking Kotori, man. Let's continue. She put it politely, but the point was that Tobioka just won't shut up if we don't meet the minimum requirements at the very least. In other words, it's not entirely impossible. Akari-san nodded.
条件さえクリアできれば我々生徒会から先生方に掛け合ってみましょう。
Akari-san assured us, with an expression that seemed to say this is only fair. Thank you very much, President. We bowed our heads and were about to leave the fourth-year classroom.
グライダーはくれぐれも見つからないようにすることね。
I know it. I really like her, man. She's like, as long as we don't know about this shit, you know? As long as no one knows about this shit until I don't know shit. Man, she's so... Man, I can't wait for the fan disc, man. I don't know when I'm gonna play the fan disc because, you know, there's a lot of things going on. That's another rabbit hole of things that need to be restored. But holy shit, Akari, man. Anyway, let's continue. Yes.
素直な子ね。
Akari-san jokingly ignored my vigorous reply.
お前らマジで盗み出すなんて思ってなかったぞ。
When we came out into the hallway, Matsusugu immediately started protesting.
じゃあどうすると思ったのよ。
そりゃあ
The one who notified us the glider would be donated to the museum was none other than this guy. It seems he learned about it because it came up in the student council discussion.
盗んだんじゃないわ。返してもらったのよ。だってあれは私たちのものなんですもの。
Don't you think it's kind of weird they're having this conversation in a fucking hallway? This isn't like a good place to have those talks.
だからってな、もうちょいやり方ってもんが。
What are you talking about? Didn't we used to play pranks with Anchan in the past? Age had nodded in agreement.
やったよね。で、怒られたよね。
俺はお前らと違って真人間なんだ。
Do you know how many hardships we, Amane Senpai, faced to build that thing? When you think about it, what we did is no big deal.
だろうと思ったから教えてやったんだ。
Damn, this guy. At least he has fucking conscience, man.
あんま無茶すんなよ。
Yeah, thank you.
じゃこれでホームルーム終わるな。一丁く
起立。気をつけ。レイ。あっさちゃん。今日こそ逃がさないぞ。見学に来てもらうんだからね。我がカルタ部を。いや、それはちょっと。だって何よ。あさちゃん、部活まだ入ってないんでしょ。ね、お願い見に来るだけでもさ。新任部員全然入ってなくて先輩困ってるんだ。私も寂しいし。1年生私合わせても2人しかいないし、片方男子だしさ。そこまで言ってもらえるなら行ってみるだけでもね。人助けだと思ってさ。他にやりたい部活ないんだったらね、麻婆豆腐おごってあげるし。
Man, that's some good shit. Mabu tofu, man. I like. I'm actually surprised that might be. I don't know, man. That was a random like dish, but maybe it's her favorite or something.
なんだったら担々麺もつけちゃう。美味しい超辛い中華料理屋見つけたんだ。
Damn, man. Not gonna lie. I'm so jelly. Look.
担々麺 キュルリ
Oh man, Tantan Man liked fucking OG. That's OG ramen.
お主が辛いものに弱いのは知ってるんじゃぞ。ほれつられるがよい。
がっくり。姉さん、ヨルちゃん、そっちもホームルーム終わったの？うん。どうしたの？いやね、クラスの子から部活の勧誘受けてて。あら、君って朝ちゃんの双子？じゃああなたもどうかしら。カルタって一見地味に見えるけど結構白熱する競技で。私はパス。別にカルタに興味ないし。ヨルちゃん待って。ちょっと朝ちゃんまた逃がしたか。
Good save. Good save, Yoru. Good save.
ちょっとヨルちゃん感じ悪いよ今の。だって別にカルタに興味ないし。姉さんだってそうでしょ。そりゃそうだけど。姉さんって頼まれごと断るの下手だよね。いつか誰かに利用されて損しちゃうよ。大丈夫だよ、私それなりに賢いし。自分で賢いなんて言っちゃってる時点でね。それに私なんかに声かけてくれてるんだから適当に返したりなんてできないよ。姉さんはほんと優しいわよね。だったらカルタ部に入ってあげればよかったのに。でもそれはねえヨルちゃん、ソアリング同好会ってどこで活動してるのかな。どうしたの急にそんな話題。いやね、
I mean, you guys live in the same route now.
なんとなく。姉さん、もしかして。
Oh shit, Nesama.
いや、やめた方がいいよ姉さん。ソアリング同好会は部活じゃない。部員だって少ないみたいだし、めんどくさい先生に睨まれたりもして悪いことずくめ。だからみんな入らない、近づかない。大体あんな奴らの仲間になんて。よくご存知だね、ヨルちゃん。まあね。
She thought about it, man. She thought about it.
じゃあ活動場所も知ってる？それは知らない。というか人が止めてるのにスルーなのね、姉さんは。でも姉さんがそんなにお熱なんてほんと珍しいよね。
Yeah, Yoru must have
こん
been.
なにムカムカしてるのか。
Yeah, Yoru must have been so used to her being like, you know, being whatever. But, you know, I guess the glider stuff really got into like Asa.
私の心の清涼剤、愛しき姉さんを奪う悪い奴らが絶対に許さないんだから。
God damn it, we have a fucking younger sister situation. Shit, man. Or maybe just a simple man. I don't know.
ヨルちゃん？ほんと私が励ましてもどうってことなかったのに、なんで急に元気になっちゃうかな。最近ずーっと微妙な塩梅だったじゃない姉さん。なのにさ、どうしてどうしてって言われても。あの寮に来てから目とかランランしちゃって元気になって。そりゃ私も嬉しいけどそれ以上に悔しいし。ヨルちゃん？
He's so jelly, man.
盗んだんじゃないわ。返してもらったのよ。だってあれは私たちのものなんですもの。
Wait, did we have a was there a conversation happening at the same time when they were having the conversation in the hallway? What the fuck?
だからってな、もうちょいやり方ってもんが。
What are you talking about? Didn't we used to play pranks with Anchan in the past?
やったよね。で怒られたよね。
俺はお前らと違って真人間なんだ。
Anyway, they were having that conversation somewhere some people could hear, you know? It's so weird to have that conversation out in the open. Enough to the point that like fucking Asa and Yoru could hear it, you know?
声かけないの？
いや楽しそうだったから。
Oh no, 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 no.
楽しそうだったから声かけないってのもよくわからないけど。
私なんかが入っちゃうと迷惑じゃない。コミュニティ乱しちゃうだけだよ。
Community.
姉さん、中途半端な遠慮がちょっとうざい。そんなんでスワリング同好会がどうのなんて。
I have a feeling it's fucking Yoru who's gonna be the qualified personnel or some shit.
だって
話しかけたいなら話しかければいいのに。それでスワリング同好会がどこで活動されてるか聞けば一発だったじゃないの。
それはそうなんだけど。
ほんと姉さんはいつだって他人優先よね。自己中の私と違って心配になるくらい。
Well, I guess they balance out each other, considering their traits.
ま、それが姉さんのいいとこだとは思うけど。
別に他人優先ってわけでもないよ。それに私も自己中だし、いきなり引っ越したいって言ったのも私だし。それで夜ちゃん巻き込んじゃったし。
私に関して言うなら勝手についてきただけだけどね。姉さんが心配だったから。
ほらやっぱり迷惑かけてるよ。
そうだ、もっと迷惑かけるつもりでおじいちゃんにグライダー買ってって頼んでみたら？あれくらいだったら買ってくれるかもよ。
Oh, it kind of makes sense that because their family, you know, their family has ties to the chairman of the board of the fucking school. They're gonna fucking overrule whatever the fuck Tomioka ever thinks. I mean, it's straight up their employer, man. What are they gonna do?
違うんだもん。変えたいわけじゃないもん。そうじゃなくてあれを自分の手で作る。
You know, I'm surprised she has the right mindset about like it's more about that. I don't know, making it with my own hands and flying. At least, 'cause, you know, normally it would be like just like she saw the glider and she got inspired and wants to fly. But the fact she's also interested in making it as well, you know.
なんだろう。うまく言えないけど、ああいうものに私も向かいたいというか。
私にわからない感じ。くだらないおばこたちか。
All right, time to talk, right? They didn't talk, man. They didn't talk. On the way home, we were discussing the conditions that Akari-san had listed. The easiest one to clear should be getting enough members. Ageha, do you have anyone in mind? Same. I haven't found anyone who would seriously want to join. The visibility of the Soaring Club has risen compared to the time when Amane-senpai was the sole member. So the number of people interested in our activities has also increased. On the other hand, the rumor that getting involved will have an eye on you is also spreading. That prevents people from joining. Kotori, how about you? Kotori, atop her wheelchair, was hanging her head deep in thought. Her expression seemed slightly gloomy.
どうしたの小鳥？私ね、新入部員入れたくない。
What's your problem? Jesus Christ. Whoa. What's this all of a sudden?
だってその誰かは私たちがどんな思いで何をしてきたか知らないのよ。
Damn, man. I don't think that's a good idea. It's a good mindset about it. I mean, well, I don't know. Kodori was kind of driven because she saw Itsuka-san's diary. I mean, we already know Amane Senpai. And Aoi was there when he met Kotori and saw the glider. And well, Ageha was just tagging along, and you know, it's a closer case to Ageha's case. I mean, if they join in, just tag along, and eventually the passion will grow. You know, that's what I think.
モーニンググローリーに憧れる気持ちも、あまねちゃんとイスカのことも。
And she's so sentimental. About that day, when we had almost reached it, right? Ageha and I also had a similar kind of expression as Kotori. We had mixed feelings about having new members join. We were trying to become a club, so I knew this was a contradiction, but we still couldn't come to a clean decision that easily.
あまねちゃん、今頃どうしてるかな。
Why did they maintain contacts with like Amane, you know? Because, you know, fucking cell phones exist.
さあ、相変わらずなんじゃない。
Amane Senpai was working at her father's laboratory now. We sometimes text her, but the replies either don't come or they come really late. Okay, there you go. Okay, fine. That answers the question. That answers my question. It's obvious that she's a poor correspondent. It's likely that she doesn't even notice most of the incoming messages. Yeah, considering her, okay, it kind of makes sense. It would be better if she, it would be better if, like, you know, they visit her personally than this. She's certainly sitting in her seat at the research lab, working on something all day long. Is she eating properly? I wonder. I felt nostalgic when I recalled how that beautiful person was spoiling her image with her way of eating. Whenever I want to start Amane Senpai's route, man. I really don't want to do Kodori's route. It's man. I mean, I can totally skip. You know, I could just do the skip and all, but like, I felt like there's some important story stuff with Kodori. And right now, I don't feel as if it's important for me to do Ageha's route, or well, we'll find out a little bit more about the twins, but you know, we'll see how the route, the common route goes with like the twins. But with regards to Ageha, I'm like, whatever, man. Let's continue. We had only spent about 2 months together, but that time still was very special to us.
あまねちゃんにとってグライダーはもう過去のものになっちゃったのかな。
Kotori's mother made all of us feel kind of lonely. Well, when she's concentrating on something, she loses sight of everything else around her.
きっとそのうちすごい発明品を作って世の中をあっと言わせちゃうんじゃない？
Perhaps Senpai's inventions were already all over the place, but we just haven't noticed them. She's not the type to boast about her own achievements, which is why, even if that happened, she wouldn't do something like sending a text to brag about it. Would like her to send us something though.
また飛ばないとね。それであまねちゃんに見てほしい。
Right. In order to do that, there were many hurdles for us to overcome. One of those was finding new club members.
ここのパーツは学校の機材で作れるんだよ。だから昼休みにでも忍び込んで、問題は主翼よね。
Yeah, there's no way we can make them without a spacious place.
時間もかかるから、あんちゃんとこの工場を借りるのも難しいし。ガレージさえあれば。あ、何か用？
Why did Asa start with some tears in her eyes already? We had spread out the blueprints on the dining hall table, and we were talking face to face. Asa-chan was watching us from a little distance, half hidden behind the pillar.
別に何も。
Slightly puzzled, Kotori tilted her head. Oh, are we in the way? Sorry, there are no other big tables. Since we lost the garage, Flying Fish Manor has become the base of operations for a soaring circle. We used to use my room, but now I've vacated it, so we don't have any other places besides here or Kotori's room. We need a table just to lay out the blueprints. So now we're using the one in the dining hall.
皆さん楽しそうだなと思って。
楽しそう？
We all exchanged glances. Since we looked like we were in the middle of a debate, Asa-chan was unnecessarily scared.
それ設計図ですよね。
Yeah, of a glider.
作るんですか？自分たちで？
そうだよ。全部じゃないけどね。
すごい。3年生にもなるとそんなこともできるようになるんですね。
Bro, some of them were doing that at second year, man.
さすがおじいちゃんの慶風学園だ。
Well, I don't think this has anything to do with it. Until now, we haven't been taught anything in class about making gliders.
あれ？でもグライダーはもうあるんじゃ。
Yeah, but there are some circumstances.
あれ壊れたままだし。
Agia said this like it was something funny. We still weren't able to fix the cracks and other damage to the fuselage that it suffered in the last flight with Amane Senpai.
まあでもしばらくは無理ね。修理も改造も。
どうしてですか？
場所がないのよ。でっかいものを作るにはそれ以上にでっかい場所が必要なの。
でっかい場所ですか。
Obviously, we know they have a big place. These guys are loaded. And I think they have their own laboratory place or something. You know, when we started like the other half of the common route. While she wasn't muttering this, Asa-chan was thinking about something.
お腹すいた。
Ooh, Kanako. Kanako-san entered the dining hall while letting out a pathetic whimper. I looked at the clock. It was past 6 o'clock. It's already this late? It's about time to start preparing dinner. Shall we call it a day?
そうだね。
We tidied up the blueprints.
朝ちゃんどうかした？いえ別に何でも。
それじゃあまた明日ね。
Yeah.
またね、アゲハ。
After she saw Ageha off, Kotori went into the kitchen.
さてと、夕飯の支度するか。
It's good to know that
今日はなんだっけ？
It's good to know Kotori's still helping out in the kitchen. Diablo chicken and rocket salad. Recipe courtesy of Hibari-san. Yesterday, we made okonomiyaki from the food we had left, which was a little disappointing, although everyone seemed satisfied. So today, we're making something more extravagant. By the way, Diablo chicken is a spicy chicken dish, fried in peppers and spices. It's unbelievably delicious. It makes you sweat a lot, so it's a perfect dish in the summer. Wait, why in the summer, man? It's like I don't like to sweat in the summer, man. But whatever.
じゃあ私はサラダ作るわね。
Okay, I'll leave that to you. It's been a year since Kotori started helping with dinner preparations. He's gotten used to it already.
やったね。私あれ大好きなんだ。
But considering Kanako likes eating whatever.
本当に美味しいのよ、朝ちゃん。朝ちゃん？
Asa-chan was staring into the kitchen and didn't seem to hear Kanako-san's voice. And slowly,
私も何か手伝います。
she said, as if she were driven by a sense of duty. You don't have to. Right now, I don't want to cause you any more problems than the issue with the room.
そうそう、これは私の仕事だから。
でも
Asa-chan was looking at Kotori.
もしかして車椅子の私が仕事してるのにとか思ってる？
いえ、そんなことは。
She fidgeted awkwardly. Seems like Kotori was spot on.
甘く見ないでもらいたいわね。私こう見えて結構できる女だから。
I really love that she got that fucking attitude about this. Especially, well, I did replay I thought was Shoujo recently, and all that sort of thing. Oh shit, Lisa's gonna have a concert in the US. Oh no, it's a movie. I thought she was gonna have a concert. Fuck. I thought she was having a live concert in the US. That would have been so cool. Oh well, let's continue, man. Atop her wheelchair, Kotori stuck out her modest chest with pride. You don't have to say that, man. You don't have to talk about her chest, man. Don't worry. As soon as we finish preparing your room, we'll give you some chores to do too. You seem depressed for some reason. Did she take it as scolding?
いいじゃん、やらせてあげれば。
Kanako-san?
葵くんらしくないよ。部屋のことで遠慮してるのかもしれないけど、それは良くない遠慮だと思うな。ほら、朝ちゃん、おいで。
Kanako-san took Asa-chan by the hand and brought her into the kitchen.
いいから。ねえ、葵くん、何すればいい？
Then, could you wash the vegetables? For now, I'll try giving her an easy task. Although, since we have to prepare enough for all of the boarders, even washing alone is quite a lot of work.
だって。
Kanako-san had only brought Asa-chan in here. It looks like she wasn't planning to help. Asa-chan stood in front of the sink and picked up some vegetables.
これを洗うんですね。
The roots and such are covered in dirt, so wash them carefully.
わかりました。
Asa-chan replied overly seriously, started washing the vegetables with detergent. Stop! Don't use detergent.
でも、
She never washed vegetables in her life, man. Just water is fine.
そうなんですか。
Oh no, no, no. Kind of reminds me that some person in fucking Reddit asked, or probably shared some shit like someone washing chicken and they use soap. Fuck, man. Like, holy shit. It's been a while since I saw something as silly as washing food with detergent.
じゃあ、水で洗ってと。
Scrub, scrub, splash. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Oh, hold on, Asa-chan.
はい。
That should be enough. If you wash them too much, they'll lose all the nutrients.
そうなんですか？
Besides, at this pace, we would have never finished.
でも、ちょっとしか洗わないとばい菌残ってそうで怖いし、もういいから貸して、姉さん。
It's a good thing Yoda was watching.
ヨルちゃん？
Yoda-chan appeared from behind and grabbed the vegetable that Asa-chan was holding. It looks like she was worried about Asa-chan and was watching over her.
まったく、姉さんは本当に容量が悪いんだから。量が多いって言っても、たかが洗うだけなんだから。さ。
Yoda-chan started washing the vegetables with fluid hand movements. Is she actually good at housework, contrary to her appearance and behavior? She's unexpectedly familial. She might be a good girl after all.
野菜洗ったらどうする？何かやることあるならついでにやっとくけど。
Declared Yoda-chan, though not exactly eagerly. Then how about cutting vegetables?
やれないわけないでしょ。
It would be a big help if you could cut some onions, carrots, potatoes for the soup.
はいはい。一つだけ言っておくけど、あんたたちの手伝いしてるわけじゃないんだからね。姉さんが見てられないからやってあげてるだけで。
Well, you know, how with Kotori having mellowed out, Yoru's now the fucking tsundere of the story. Fuck. Correction. She's not a good girl after all.
ピーラーいらないわ。目が深いからこっちの方が早い。
As she said that, Yoru started peeling the potatoes using a kitchen knife. She was doing it really neatly, peeling off the skin without gouging the flesh.
なかなかやるじゃない。
Bro, they got mogged. What? You won't admit defeat? After washing the vegetables, without wasting a moment, she moved to peeling the potatoes and carrots, and then started cutting them with the knife.
このくらいのサイズでいいの？もう少し小さい方がいい？
The potatoes and carrots were cut into almost identical bite-sized chunks. No, it's fine like that.
そう。玉ねぎは薄切りでいいの？
Yeah, lengthwise.
はいはい。言っとくけど、私の時給は高いんだからね。
However, why is she so skilled?
本当に上手ね。葵くんとどっちがうまいかしら。
Oh no, Kanako, why are you asking this kind of question?
ムカつくけど、私よりできる女だ。ちょっとだけ。
That cope man, just a little.
何よ。
No, nothing. Were you preparing meals at your house?
別に、このくらい家庭科の授業でもやってれば、できて当然でしょ。
私はできてないけど。私の家、両親が開けることが多くって、使用人が作る料理が気に食わないからって、ヨルちゃんが作ることが多かったんです。
Oh no, her big flex goes away. Oh my god. Imagine, think about this, man. They're probably so rich that they have their private chefs, you know? Dudes who used to work at some fucking Michelin star restaurant being mocked by a little girl. Holy shit.
姉さん、いらないことは言わないの。どこで勉強したの？料理。家庭科の授業でこんなことまでやらないと思うけど、ググればいいわ。
Base. Base. I see.
ネット全盛のこの時代、親から教えてもらわなくても料理はできると。
Not gonna lie, like my dinner tonight was something I just fucking saw on Instagram and I just cooked the fuck out of it. I don't think my family could share me some recipes like that. So I just saw it fucking in Instagram and thought, man, I'll try it out. It was good.
ヨルちゃんは何でもすぐに覚えて、何でも上手にやれちゃうすごい子なんです。だから私の自慢の妹なんですよ。
だから姉さん、余計なことは言わないの。
That's one cheeky genius girl. That day, dinner was really delicious. Bro, I am not super surprised that Yoru can make something super good considering, you know, what she had to do. A few days had passed since the twins have come to the Flying Fish Manor. They looked everywhere we could for a place to move the glider, but we didn't find anything. If we were to rent a warehouse, the fee for something that large would have been considerable. We don't have that kind of money. If we discussed this with Anchan, he might have been able to refer us to a right place. But when we considered how we got the glider, we really couldn't get him involved. Our last resort was to put it in the garden. We carried the glider out into the garden and were covering it with a sheet. Overlap it so that rainwater doesn't get in.
小鳥、そっち引っ張って。ねえ、長さ足りないんだけど。
The warders were watching us at work.
こんなとこ置いといて平気なの？
Yeah, I'm actually not gonna lie. I'm also kind of like, I don't even know how resilient like a glider is if you just leave it out in the elements and all. Especially like a couple of days ago in this story, like they had a fucking typhoon, man. Anyway, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a very good idea though. But we didn't have any other places, so it couldn't be helped.
いつまでこの部屋を使わせる気かしら。
私はこの部屋嫌いじゃないけどな。
They really like staying in the guy's room.
壁の色とか出窓とか洒落てるもん。
姉さん忘れたの？ここ男の部屋よ。
そうだけど。でも葵さん綺麗好きだしいい人だもん。
Do you know what that means?
それは関係ないと思う。昨日だってタンスからトランクスが出てきたし。
ヨルちゃんの短パンかと思っちゃったよ私。男の人ってああいうパンツ履くんだね。びっくりだよ。
ねえ、いい加減諦めて。それかせめてこんなオンボロじゃなくてもっとちゃんとした寮を探してもらいましょう。まさか姉さん本気であいつらの仲間に入りたいって思ってるんじゃ。そもそも泥棒よ。
泥棒だからって悪い人とは限らないよ。ほら正義の義足的な。
あいつらの行為は自分たちのためでしょ。夢を叶えるためだったらルールを無視していいだなんて、それこそ本当に自分勝手だと思うけど。
ヨルちゃんに自分勝手とか言われても。あれ何かな。外にみんな集まってるよ。
Stuff locked into the pitot tubes so that bugs won't get in. Then, put the cover over the canopy. Hearing the racket, the sisters walked out of the dorm together.
何してるんですか？
We're putting the glider out here. For now, it won't be causing you any inconvenience.
でもこんな場所じゃ。
That said, it wouldn't rain for a while. Well, I guess we'll manage somehow. Watari, is it this part? Is it this part long enough?
なんとか。こんな場所で本当に大丈夫なんでしょうか。
さあどうだかね。 FRP だから腐食はしないし劣化もしづらいけど全くしないってわけじゃないし、そのせいで強度に問題が出て飛んでる最中にバキッなんてことも。
I like how Kotori's Kotori's so Hanako's like super. Well, of course she's a student of the.
全部入
Of
る
course
場所
she's
があ
like
ればいいん
of
で
course
す
she's a student of like their fucking technical school, but like it appears that she has it's the first time we've heard her talk about like, you know, technical things, and it feels like she's knowledgeable.
そうだよ。そんな場所があればだけどね。ちょっと姉さん何考えてるの？
あそこなら入るでしょ。だから
There.
本気な
Where's
の？
that there?
何か言いたいことがあるんならちゃんと言った方がいいよ。
Damn, Karako's hard carrying us. Holy shit.
そうだ。いい場所があるわ。
That voice resounded surprisingly well under the clear blue sky. It sounded like something read from a script, prepared in advance. It might be because it was strangely monotone. Everyone's blank gazes have turned to her all at once. Asa-chan got scared.
ほらせっかく言えたんだから。
Kanako-san gently pushed her. Asa-chan took a half step forward. Asa-chan, you just said there's a good place.
実はいい場所に心当たりがあるんです。
Kotori went for it without reservation. At times like this, she's the most honest.
と
Asa-chan shyly glanced at Yoru-chan, then pointed towards the lake.
あっちの方です。
Is it really here? The place where Asa-chan had brought us was the Windmill Hill. Oh man, it kind of okay. That's gonna explain why they were chilling out in that area. This area is supposed to be part of the renewable energy research facilities. Citizens can enter this place freely because it has been opened up as a walking course. There's no garage where we could stow our glider though. However, Asa-chan climbed the gently sloping hill. Yoru-chan followed her, sulking all the time. Asa-chan stopped in front of a large building, standing on the edge of the windmill hill.
ここです。
Oh man, so convenient. There's a fucking garage. Ageha and I simultaneously made slightly puzzled faces. We knew this building. It had been here since before the windmills were built. It looked quite enigmatic, like a research facility or a warehouse. We told ourselves that it was just a place for monitoring the quality of water in the lake. Now that I look at it again, it could also be seen as a workshop of sorts. It's much larger than I remembered it too.
昔あんちゃんたちと忍び込もうとしたことあったよね。
If I remember right, the door was locked at that time, so we couldn't get inside. And Asa-chan opened the locked door with a key she took out of her pocket.
どうぞ。
The 10-year mystery was about to be solved. We stepped inside excitedly. It pays to have really rich, fucking really rich friends. Inside was a mess. There were several desks with old computers, documents, and cardboard boxes full of junk placed on them. There were even bottles, soy sauce, and other seasonings scattered around. Things that were left behind could give off the impression someone was living here, but for some reason the room as a whole felt abandoned. A deserted, completely forgotten place. That's the kind of air it had.
中はこんな風になってたんだ。
Yeah,
ゾンビ映画に出てきそうな雰囲気ね。まだ使われてるの？
いえ、もう誰もいません。ずっと昔、おじいちゃんたちが使っていたって言ってました。
oh, I'm guessing, yeah, maybe their grandpa was like into research or some shit. Oh, okay. I can see why he's in the board.
事務所っていうよりは研究所って感じだよね。何やってたんだろう。
Ageha went ahead and started looking through the things that were here.
さあ、おじいちゃんは若い頃の道楽だって言ってましたけど。
Hobbies. It would be funny if it's related to a fucking glider. It would be funny if he was one of the original members of the Soaring Club or some shit. Nah. Nah, Grandpa would be too old for that, I guess. Why was it left here instead of being demolished?
この丘一帯のおじいちゃんのものだからよ。今は自然エネルギーの研究のために貸してるだけ。
So he's a big landowner.
再開発では随分と儲けさせてもらったわ。
Yoru-chan grinned broadly as she said that. I guess that the board chairman of Keifu Academy is the so-called local personage. The reason why he got to know my mother might also be related to that.
私たち、おじいちゃんから鍵をもらって、時々ここに来てたんです。この場所が好きだったから。
好きだったのは姉さんでしょ。私はついてきてただけだもん。
Yoru-chan muttered. I guess she was pouting because she didn't want anyone else to use it. We examined the room with some reservation.
広いけど、ここじゃ作業はできないわね。グライダーを保管するには問題ないんじゃない？
いえ、 ここじゃないんです。
There is a place. Asa-chan trotted towards the inner part. We passed through the door over there. Bro, they could totally build a fucking thing over here. They could build a fucking plane, man. Or whatever. Holy shit. Kotori was overwhelmed by how spacious it was, and Matt was also agape when I looked up at the high ceiling. This isn't a garage, it's more like...
ドックよね。
Yes, it was a dock. For building and maintaining ships or airplanes. You don't see such vast places and equipment anywhere else.
なんでこんなものがこんな場所にあるわけ？
おじいちゃんたち昔趣味で飛行機を作ってたって言ってました。
I'm getting this weird feeling he is related to the original soaring club, but not like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling, man. I mean, the old soaring club. I mean, the soaring club 26 years ago was heavily, you know, they had a lot of money, man. They had money to have a winch, you know, and all that shit. So it could totally be possible that he might have been part of the original, like, first gen. I don't know, man. I'm ready for any kind of shit here.
いつも口癖みたいに、わしらはここで青春時代を過ごしたんじゃって。
If it's Asa-chan's grandpa, then it's possible this could have been after World War II. Damn, man. This is the place, you know, where Kenzo fought the Italians, man. Fuck. I guess they gathered scrap and tampered with machines and such.
どうでしょう。
バッチリよ。これだけの広さがあれば2台くらいいっぺんに作れちゃうわ。うんうん。
There's no problem with space or equipment. Rather, there's actually more than we need. It's not that far from the runway either. It would be easier to transfer the glider from here from the school, which is in the town.
早速運び込みましょう。でもってすぐに修理に取り掛かるのよ。あんちゃんに頼んで車出してもらわないとね。
Wait. They had sparkling eyes and acted like we already owned the place, but they stopped them for a moment. Of course, it would be much appreciated if we could use it. But hearing that we can borrow it for free actually makes me a little worried. This place is so well equipped. Can we really use it? Asa-chan made a meek face at my question.
一つだけ条件があります。
I want to become a member of your club. Asa-chan said nervously in a high-pitched voice. As I thought it's not for nothing. We braced ourselves to hear what kind of condition might that be.
私も仲間に入れてください。
I knew it, man. That's two birds, one stone, kind of. It's two birds, one stone. They're still missing the qualified first person, unless it's fucking Yoru, because she's so fucking smart that she could fucking learn how to every repair shit in an instant, man. Asa-chan's determined shout echoed throughout the quiet dock. It reverberated for a moment, then gradually vanished.
私グライダーのこと何も知らないし、何の取り柄もないです。
I don't get the second part. The second part don't have any redeeming qualities. That's the sort of thing you hear for like a confession, man.
ヨルちゃんみたく何でもできればいいんだけど、でも私もグライダー作りの仲間に入れてほしいんです。
Well, the last part sounded like she was about to cry. Asa-chan did her best to speak her mind.
小鳥。
Kotori was thinking deeply with a serious expression. She said it the other day that she doesn't really want any new members to join. We all felt the same way, but of course Kotori understood that in our circumstances, there's no way we could refuse.
やっぱりダメでしょうか。
Hey, Asa-chan,
はい。
why do you want to join us?
グライダーに興味があるから？それとも私たちが楽しそうだったから？
それは
Asa-chan hesitated to answer. The question must have sounded a little strict for her. We needed new members anyway. If we could also use these amazing facilities, we should have accepted this unconditionally. But of course, the intention and all is so important for them, especially since they have holdups between, like, you know, if they were just joining for fun or just like they were so passionate about the flying and shit. I can imagine she's gonna talk about the time she saw them flying and she got moved and they were like, oh, she could relate or some shit. Such thoughts have crossed my mind. However, contradicting feelings about getting new members were still stuck in my chest.
私この場所が好きで夜ちゃんと2人で時々遊びに来てたんです。ここでおじいちゃんが飛行機を作ってたって言ってたから。
Yoru-chan mentioned this before. Nasa is just interested in things that fly through the sky.
あの日も2人でここに来てました。そしたら湖の向こうから白い飛行機が飛んできて。
There you go. This is what I was thinking. I mean, at the start of the story, Amane flew by fucking Kotori and Aoi. So it's only natural that anyone who got like inspired by the fucking glider trying to do its thing, you know? A white aircraft.
その時まで私はグライダーっていう名前も知らなかったんです。
それもしかして私たち？いつのフライトだろう。
When we thought about it a little, it dawned on us. Wasn't it when we did the first test flight by any chance? After completing the main wings, we went on our first test flight. That was also the day when I piloted the glider for the first time. On that day, I crossed over the lake and flew above Windmill Hill. Oh, but they also did that on the Morning Glory Day. Then, we turned around and headed back to the opposite shore of the lake. I noticed that someone was looking up at us. If I remember right, there were two petite girls. They probably like gliders just like Kotori. I remember that was the impression I had. It was Asa-chan and Yoru-chan who were here at that time.
はい、多分。
What a coincidence. I haven't even thought about it until now.
それからまたグライダーが見たくてここで待つようになりました。ほとんど毎日来てたけど。
ウインチが壊れてしばらく飛べなかったのよね。
It appears that during that time, Asa-chan was waiting for us.
それからしばらくしてあれは
She saw that. I knew it.
夏休みの終わりくらいだっ
She
たと
saw
思い
it.
ます。
She saw it. And she's like, the group's gonna be more accepting because they saw the entire thing.
家で嫌なことがあって私ここに一晩中隠れてたんです。
Oh no. We have some Asa route stuff going on. Something bad happened at home. You just know it's a setup for something.
気がつくと窓から光が差してて外に出てみたら明け方の空にすごく綺麗な雲が浮かんでました。
We twitched reflexively and exchanged glances. Ah, man. This is the coincidence bullshit we need, man. It can't be.
紫とピンクの空に筆で描いたみたいな一筋の雲が浮かんでて夜ちゃんと一緒に見てました。そしたらそこへ
I was shivering unconsciously. Agia was holding her arms to keep them from trembling, and Kotori's cheeks were flushed. Before we noticed, we lost ourselves in Asa-chan's story.
グライダーが飛んでました。
見てたんだ。
あの時はまだそれがグライダーってことすらよく分かってなかったですけどね。ヤルちゃんに教えてもらってそれで分かって、でもずっと見てました。不思議な雲が消えるまでずっと。
Asa-chan put her hand on her chest and quietly closed her eyes. as if she was trying to revive that long gone spectacle on the inside of her eyelids.
それが理由なの？
はい、私自分に何ができるとか何がしたいのかとかまだよく分かってないけど。
Bro, it's just like that thing in Lost in Translation when the Japanese director was talking to Bill Murray, and he was like, "Passion, passion." Here we go. We're getting that right now.
でもいても立ってもいられないんです。あの日見た光景が忘れられないんです。
When Asa-chan came to herself, her knees were shaking, like she was afraid of something. However, no matter how much she trembled, she didn't give in. She mustered all her courage. It felt like this was something that she desperately wanted to bring up.
小鳥？
Agea lightly patted Kotori's shoulder. Bro. Bro. They share your dreams. They saw it, man. They saw the shit. Kotori nodded. There was no need to confirm it. We all felt the same way.
あなたしかいないわ。うちの新入部員になれるのは。ようこそソアリング部へ。
As of today, you're one of us. Tears welled up in Asa-chan's eyes when she was welcomed so suddenly. Her cheeks were already red like apples.
本当にいいんですか？だって私グライダーのこと何も知らないし、あの取り柄もないし。
Building or flying a glider certainly requires a specialist's knowledge and skills.
でも全部の作業がそうってわけじゃないしね。
We were complete amateurs a year ago too.
皆さんが？
Right, Kotori?
何の問題もないわ。ここを貸してもらえるだけでもお釣りが来るくらい助かっちゃうし、それに共犯にしちゃえば秘密をばらされる心配もないしね。
We found that Kotori very eloquently said something crooked. But everyone did their best to sidestep that. Fucking Kotori, man. Not only that, they literally also had like someone related to the board of the school, man. Of course they're not gonna think about it until some bullshit about Tomioka comes up and some overruling bullshit needs to happen, you know? But I can imagine that's gonna happen like 3 hours from now or something. The most important thing is your wish to fly through the sky.
空を飛びたい気持ち。
And that's how you feel. It's fine, right?
うんうん、その通り。というわけだから今日からよろしくね、朝。
Asa-chan absent-mindedly wiped away the tears that had accumulated in the corners of her eyes.
よろしくお願いします、先輩。
When Asa-chan vigorously bowed her head, next to her, Yoru-chan sullenly looked away.
私は入らないから。
Even though her twin sister's prickly attitude made Asa-chan look at her with a troubled expression, a broad smile soon returned to her face. I'm actually curious what's gonna get Yoru-chan to join, man. She's obviously gonna join, but I wonder what convinced her. It took another look around the place that we could use now. Our heads soon started to fill with images of what we could do here.
これでやっと始められるわね。飛ぶための準備をね。
It felt like the time that had seemed to be standing still until now started moving forward again. Please, come in, come in. Oh, that's a really nice room.
ここが私たちの部屋ですか？
That's a really nice room and it's very spacious. Holy shit. Asa-chan's eyes sparkled when she saw the tidied up room.
夜ちゃん、私たちの部屋だよ。狭。
Oh yeah, they're so rich that the spacious room is so small for them. Yoru's eyes glazed over it.
デカブツがどいても狭い部屋は狭いわね。
広すぎるよりは狭い方が落ち着くよ。ほら、見て見て、夜ちゃん、隅っこ。
As she said that, Asa-chan showed her the exercise bench in the corner of the room. It's a double room, so it's pretty spacious. But it seems that the granddaughters of the Keifu Academy board chairman and big landowner considered it a small room. You know what? I really don't get like having like a super huge ass room. Like I used to have like a larger bedroom than my fucking current fucking apartment, which is a fucking studio. And I felt like, man, the distance required just to take a piss, man. I don't need that shit. It's about time space efficiency, man. And you don't get that with a huge ass room. Anyway, at the moment, I felt the difference in our social status. I'm sorry it took so long, and that it's small.
いいんです葵さんの部屋も私好きでした
Is she gonna say, I wish I lived there? With maybe in her route or something.
パパの部屋みたいな匂いがするとか言ってたもんね。
What did she mean by this? Did you know that it's a fucking common trope in like fucking anime, or maybe in real life? I think it also happens in real life. Like the moment the girl just says, you know, kind of don't like that or some shit. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. I personally know that experience, but like, anyway, let's continue, man. Papa's.
言っちゃダメだよヨルちゃん
Oh no, no, no. There's only a 2-year difference between us. Even someone like me, who other people the same age call level-headed and such, had to give in to this. I think I wouldn't mind daughter if she was as cute as them. What a fucking lolicon, holy shit. Just kidding, they're not even technically lollies. You know what? I don't know, man. Before that, I'd have to find a mama though. What if I could make one of them my mama? In another route. You can use this room as you please. The rules are as I told you before.
はいはい。
Well then. Huh? Yes?
お邪魔します。おお、やっと片付いたんだね。お隣に住んでるものです。これ、お裾分け。
Asa-chan gave an overly serious bow to Kanaka-san, who came in carrying some chocolates. Oh man, chocolates.
どうぞよろしくお願いしますかなこさん
はいよ。こちらこそよろしくね。
The sisters happily shared the snacks they got from Kanaka-san between themselves and started eating them. I got closer to Kanaka-san to talk with her quietly. You seem to care about these two a lot. It appears that earlier today, she also casually gave some advice and pushed Asa-chan forward.
そうかな。そうかもね。
Which is it?
困ったことがあったら言ってね。お隣同士助け合っていきましょう。
Man, she's a natural Onet-chan, man. Holy shit.
ありがとうございます
Well then, I'll leave the rest to you.
はいよ。
I was relieved that Kanako-san would be taking care of those two. Asa-chan, Yoru-chan. Thank you for today, for letting us use that place.
いえ私こそありがとうございました
私は貸すとは言ってないので。
Yoru-chan turned her back on me, sat down, and stuffed her cheeks with chocolate. Does she hate me? I wonder. No, considering she's like fucking soon. She's now the designated tsundere. The moment she becomes so dead, man, she's gonna melt like fuck. I had this weird feeling about her, man. I'm looking forward to working with you starting tomorrow. I have a weird feeling. About how yours is gonna melt. She's gonna melt hard, man. She's gonna melt.
にちは、かなこさん。やけにご機嫌ね。
ちょっとね、うちの寮に新しい子が来たんだけどさ。
Man, these two are probably big best buds or some shit. Holy shit! I like how they're having this combo. I still don't get how their uniform works. Like some of them wear ribbons, some of them wear ties. Like these two are from the same school year. I don't even know they're classmates this time around, but you know, I don't think there's like a significant difference between them wearing it's like a personal preference thing. Like one of them is wearing a tie, one of them is wearing a ribbon, only for the lols. Is it like, you know how some schools are like the color of ribbon tells which year you are, or like probably like the fucking ribbon versus the tie thing could tell which school, like, you know, if the technical school was kind of divided into two kind of programs or some shit. I still don't get this. I still don't get what's going on. Anyway, why am I analyzing this right now? Let's continue.
例の水瀬葵が寮母を務めているという不純な寮に
Oh, well informed. The dormitory impurity. I like how she's really keeping track of Minase Aoi, if you know what I mean.
そうそう、そのいかがわしい寮に。すっごい可愛い子なんだけどさ、うまく馴染めないみたいで心配してたんだよ。でもやっと打ち解けてきたみたいで。
あなたって案外面倒見がいいのね。
そっちはどうなの？生徒会気合い入れてやってるみたいだけど。
問題は多いけど一つずつ解消していってるわ。中でも一番厄介なのが
ソアリング部？
そうよ。まったく望月先輩が引退なさったんだから他のこと始めればいいものを。
そんなこと言って結構応援してるくせに。
Yeah, holy shit. Holy shit. You know what? I'm really not surprised that their fan list literally gave Akari like a route, you know? If Kanako and Akari are having this, you know, you just go through the VN and these two have like their own fucking conversations like this. Like the VN's giving them time to talk about stuff like this, you know? It really builds like, you know, it builds like, hey, Kanako and Akari are cool. But anyway, let's continue.
してません。私はいつだって公正なだけです。
先生はちっとも公正じゃないのにね。でさ、その新しい子もスワリング部に噂をすれば。はーい、あさちゃーん。あ、かなこさん。どうも。何してんの？葵先輩たちを探してるんです。部活のことでお話があって。
葵先輩？部活？
そっかそっか。頑張りなよ。
Oh no. The Setagaicho man. She heard that shit.
はい、それじゃあ。かなこさんって綺麗だよね。そう？水準以上だとは思うけど。
You know what? I'm gonna agree with Yoru there, but you know, even though she's like just above average, there's a lot more things going with Kanako than her looks, man. That makes her way more sexy than how she looks.
かわいいでしょ。
ねえ、かなこさん。あの二人ってまさか。
They are aware.
そう。今年入った風戸姉妹。理事長の孫だっけ？
Oh yes, here we go. This is the bullets they need, man. This is the big guns. This is the big guns they need.
やっぱり水瀬葵ね。飛岡先生と対立しているからって理事長を味方につける気ね。
Akari, I don't think Aoi even thought about that. Even thought about that, man. But from Akari's side, it's like, you know, she's keeping an eye with Aoi, man. She was always like, how the fuck he was able to do this shit, man. All he did, he just entered the school and so many things like changed. And of course, we know she has a secret crush with Aoi, so you know.
いやー、ないない。やはり抜け目がないわ、あの男。なんで急に抱きつくの。葵くんのことになると熱くなるあかりちゃんが可愛かったものでつい。
You just know. You just know.
何よそれ。いいから話しなさい。
Bro, the mere fact that they even gave her like this fucking look sprite thing, you know, her expression, man, you know.
やだもー、このセクハラ女。
That's a new term, sekahonna. And in recess, as I was eating my lunch, Asa-chan came into the classroom. Wow, she's so proactive. Holy shit, it's lunchtime, man. Kotari and Ageha were with the girls, and I was eating with some of the boys I get along with. Oh man, they're like, ooh, some other classmen who looks it looks like a kid came to Aoi. Holy shit. The boys really got excited when they saw Asa-chan. You do it, man.
誰だあの可愛い子。またお前の知り合いか。
This bastard can't keep getting away with this. Of course, she's my acquaintance. You can see that. If she wasn't, she wouldn't suddenly call out my name, right?
どういうことだよ。なんでお前ばっか。
This is it, man. This is it. You can't keep getting away with this. For now, I pushed those noisy guys aside and went over to Asa-chan, who was waiting at the door. Yo, Asa-chan, what's up? She blushed when she realized that the upperclassmen were looking at her.
今日の部活のことでどうかしたの？
Kotori called out from her seat.
小鳥先輩、アゲハ先輩、こんにちは。
She politely bowed her head.
そんなとこいないでこっちおいでよ。
Beckoned by Ageha, Asa-chan timidly stepped into the classroom. She was nervous about going into a classroom with older students. No, the mere fact that she went around and decided to go into the upperclassmen's classrooms by herself. Like, I was expecting Yoro was with her or some shit. Like, you know, she did this on her own. Really, I think her total confession about wanting to join the soaring club really she literally grew, you know, right then and there.
失礼します。
Oh, there you go, Yoru. I was expecting Yoru, man. I was expecting Yoru. Honestly, she cares so much about her Onesan, man. Yoru-chan suddenly appeared from behind the door and followed Asa-chan just like a shadow. Wait, was she there before? Whatever they do, wherever they go, they're always together. Now it's the group of girls' turn to make a fuzz.
双子なの？かわいい。ねえねえ、誰なの？どういう知り合い？ふふふ。この子は私たちの後輩よ。
Kohai. Oh damn, they finally have some Kohais, holy shit. I thought he was boasting as if she was saying that she raised her herself, even though she only met them recently.
はじめまして、風戸朝です。
Once again, Asa-chan bowed politely and introduced herself. She's quite shy, but she manages to do that much. On the contrary, her sister... ... She was looking away with a prickly attitude and completely disinterested in expression. In other words, as if this had nothing to do with her. Oh man. We've been through a lot of Cinderella's in our lives, man. We know this. She cares a lot. I mean, for her sister, but like, you know. We've seen
小
this
鳥のと
before.
この寮生なんだけどね。今はソアリング同好会のメンバーでもあるの。
Asta-chan blushed in embarrassment when Ageha introduced her as a member. Many voices saying kawaii were raised at her behavior. Well, it was certainly cute.
ねえ、お弁当もう食べた？
いえ、まだです。これから夜ちゃんと一緒に食べようと思って。
She showed the lunchbox she had brought with her.
じゃあ一緒に食べましょうよ。ね、決まり？
Kotori forcibly made the decision. Asta-chan was fine with it, but
夜ちゃんも一緒にどう？別に構いませんけど。
I mean, it's just lunch. It's not like they're having a club meeting or whatever. Yoda-chan accepted the offer too, with a reluctant expression. The pretty twins, who were just like a pair of dolls, made the group of girls all excited and noisy.
くしょう、みなせのやつ。
Bro just can't keep getting away with this, man. He just can't keep getting away with it. Well, the boys were making quite a fuzz as well. Oh, but before that,
何？葵くんも一緒に食べる？
no, I'll pass on that. Asa-chan, didn't you come here to talk about something?
そうだった。ごめんなさい。私そっかしくて。今日の部活ってあそこでするんですよね。
By there, she meant the secret base she told us about a few days ago.
そのつもりよ。
The leader answered.
じゃあこれ
Asa-chan handed Kotori a key.
合鍵作ってもらったから。
勝手に出入りしちゃっていいの？
Even Kotori had reservations. No, honestly, I'm like, bro, this is your stuff, man. I'm not worthy. You know, like Wayne's World, and when Wayne and wait, I actually forgot the name of the guy. I should rewatch that movie. But anyway, those two in Wayne's World, they when they say we're not worthy, it's that's the mental image in my brain right now.
はい、構いません。おじいちゃんの許可ももらってます。
Oh man, Grandpa knows. Holy shit.
ありがとう、朝。
No, this is important. The mere fact that Grandpa knows. After school, we moved the glider to the new base. We also took the necessary tools with us and made all preparations so that we could start working.
なんだか秘密基地みたいだね。
That expression fits it perfectly.
子供の頃に戻ったみたい。なんか燃えるわ。
Ageha said in a good mood and got to work. This place certainly feels like a lot like a secret base that we made when we were little kids. Oh man, I like how there was this whole topic that we brought up earlier. It's coming to full circle right now. This dock, constructed from steel, is just how we imagined a secret base back then. Instead of a spaceship or a robot, there's a glider. This is our Himitsu Heiki.
おー、なんかやる気出てきた。すごい埃。
全然掃除とかしてなかったので。
こりゃ手こずりそうね。まずは埃を払って、それから拭き掃除して。
In this room, the cleaning was already underway. There's electricity, so if we clean everything, we'd be able to stay here overnight. I'll return to the dormitory for a moment and get the vacuum cleaner.
そうした方がいいかも。
Get all the cleaning supplies, bro. This is a huge ass place, man. Kotori answered while frowning from the dust. What's with Yoro-chan today? I had the impression that Kazuto sisters were always together, but today Yoro-chan didn't come. Yeah, I didn't expect her. No, maybe she's like, she's keeping to her like I don't want to be part of the club activities and all. But like, I was expecting her to be like, her sisterly, sisterly thing was gonna work, but she seems to be not like, Anyway, let's see how Yoru mounts.
今日は用事があるとかで。
Hmm. Could it be that she's angry? It seems she was against you letting us use this place. When Asa-chan's expression darkened, a short tone came from her cell phone. Seems like a text.
夜ちゃんからだ。お前の大切なものをいただいた。回答 Y より。画像が添付されてる。なんだろう。
Might be the picture of the this morning glory. Kotori and I got interested and we peeked at her phone.
何これ、なんかしましま模様が。
Strip pattern. What could it be? At first, we couldn't tell what was on the picture. There was something like a bare human skin and a triangle of a fabric with a stripe pattern. I can tell what the fuck this is, man. It's underwear, man. It's underwear.
これ、私のお気に入りのしましまパンツ。
Oh no, 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 no! What? Those were pink striped panties. Moreover, it seems that Yoru-chan had lifted up her skirt and took a picture while she was wearing them. In other words, this was a view of underneath Yoru-chan's skirt. Wait, what? Well, I can imagine, I can imagine it wasn't expected that they would share the photo because of course it took them time to figure out what it was, but like always there. I don't know, man. Asa-chan was petrified by that photo. Another text came. Wow, does it get to you? This will teach you to not to ignore your younger sister. Mysteriously, yeah,
あ
why?
の子、天才じゃなくてバカだよね。
Yeah, it happens a lot. Asa-chan still remained frozen. It seems she was deeply shocked that her precious panties had been stolen. What could I say to console her at a time like this? Wholly powerless. All I could do was pat her gently on the shoulder. Despite being affected by this incident, we still somehow managed to finish the cleaning in half a day. It's cleaning up now.
そうね。寝袋とかあればここで寝られそう。
We could have just thrown things away as we please, so it's still a bit of a mess, but at least it's clean. Bro, her special panties, holy shit.
元気出しなさい、朝。パンツなら今度私がもっといいの選んであげるから。
そうじゃなくて、いや、それもあるけど、葵先輩にパンツ見られたことが悲しいん
Wait,
です。
let's compound this for a second. Aoi senpai saw her panties, but not on fucking Asa, but on when Yoru was wearing it. So basically, you saw underneath Yoru's skirt while wearing Asa's panties. That's a lot of weird fucked up shit, man. But because they're twins, it's basically the same person or some shit. You know what? I don't know, man. I don't want to think about this right now.
もうお嫁に行けないかも。
Wait, I was right. Huh? Really? Anyway, that sounds like trouble, so I pretended I didn't hear it as I put down the framed photo. Wait. Yeah, Yoda was wearing them, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna get back. Because you know, the mere fact that Yoda was wearing them, it's gonna be a joke that's gonna be referenced later on. Will here be good? I placed it on the shelf, about waist height. I brought this from the dormitory along with the vacuum cleaner.
いいんじゃない？部屋のどこからでも見えるし。気合入るよね。天音先輩に見られてるかと思うと。
Damn, man, we better get Amane senpai back. Holy shit. Damn, I want her back in the story, man. We can't let down Amane senpai. and our past selves. These are the feelings we had up until now. On that day, one thing ended, but it was also the start of something new. Asa-chan looked at the picture of all of us with a hint of sadness. She was the only one not there.
一緒に撮ろうね。記念写真。私たちのグライダーが飛んだら。はい。そうだ。飛んだ時だけじゃなくてさ、普段から撮っておきましょうよ。私たちの活動の記録ってことで。
To be fair, they actually do need that for like student council reasons. Oh, good idea. We can leave them for our successors so that they would see what kind of activities we were doing.
後輩たち？
This is a club, right? We'll leave it behind for the younger generations.
そっか。そんなこと考えたことなかったわ。
What? Even though we have a new member? Just like we inherited the glider from Amane-senpai, I thought we'd leave it behind for others who'd be looking up at the clouds with the same feelings as ours. Maybe it's still too early to be thinking about that, but it was fun to imagine that kind of future.
ごめんなさい、怪盗 Y 様。もう二度と夜ちゃんをないがしろにはいたしません。
大切なものを奪われる気持ちが少しは分かったかしら。
Bro, but why does it have to be her underwear, man? It's still kind of unsanitary for me, the idea of wearing someone else's underwear like that.
はい。
これに懲りたら妹にもっと優しくするのだ。
Damn them Imotos, man.
それ以上に男の人にパンツを見られる恥ずかしさを学びました。
Okay, here we go. Because it was Yoru who was wearing them.
え？男の人にパンツ？
Yeah, because Yoru was wearing them.
一緒に葵先輩がいたから。
私が履いてたところ？
夜ちゃんが履いてたところ、私のパンツ葵先輩に見られちゃった。
Oh man, two birds, one stone. Since we moved this to the secret base on the Windmill Hill, our club activities were proceeding at full speed. Until now, we've been acting underground. We couldn't do anything that would stand out too much. So as soon as we came here, everyone flung themselves into work. The first thing for us to do was repairing the damaged aircraft.
ガラスマットが含んだ空気をハケで押し出すようにして樹脂を塗るの。
こうでしょうか。
塗りすぎ。もっと少しずつでいいから。
このくらいですか？
まだ多い。FRP は樹脂の割合が多いと強度が弱くなるの。
じゃあこのくらい？
少なすぎ。
難しいです。
In the corner of the dock, Kotori was teaching Asa-chan the process of making FRP. Just like Agaya taught Kotori 1 year ago, they were making a dish from FRP.
そうそう、その調子よ。で、なるべく手早くね。
なるべく手早く。
こぼした。流れてる。
どうしよ
Asa-chan knocked over the bucket filled with resin.
もう何やってんのよ。ああ、これじゃもう使えないわね。
ごめんなさい。
Asa-chan apologized downheartedly. However, Agaya didn't go easy on her.
いい？ここにある資材には限りがあるの。足りなくなったらグライダーを作れなくなっちゃう。技術はおいおい身につければいいけど、資材や道具は大切にしないとね。
はい。
Agaya returned to me. It felt like she was saying that it's fine as long as Asa-chan understands this. Agaya and I were repairing the damaged parts of the aircraft. FRP repairs are carried out in a very similar way to joining the separately built parts. We attach the glass mat beneath the damaged parts and paint it with the resin and laminate it. Once it's dry, we sand it, then paint it again, and it's done. It's pretty easy. The problem is that when we reinforce the damaged areas, the FRP becomes thicker, which increases the weight. Of course, we're worried if it'll become too heavy, but in the case of a glider, affecting the balance of the aircraft is also a problem.
右翼の損傷箇所はここだけ？
Yeah. Next is the body.
よし、今日中に全部終わらせよう。
These are the cracks we haven't been able to fix for a year. We wanted to do so. We'll be able to. We wanted to do it so we'll be able to fly again soon.
また失敗しちゃった。
Asa-chan let out a sigh while she was cleaning up the resin that she had spilled. Resin that spills on the floor gets mixed with impurities, so it can't be used anymore. However, since they are only making a practice dish now, they can still make use of it. As Agia said, our materials are limited. If we run out, we don't have the funds to replenish them easily.
空気を押し出すように。何ですか、小鳥先輩。
ちょっと思い出してたのよ。私もね、あなたみたいな時期があったわ。
Kotori slowly closed her eyes as she began telling her story. She seemed just like a great actress looking back at the half of her lifetime.
はあ。
何をやってもうまくいかなくて、自分はみんなのお荷物なんじゃないかって悩んだりもした。
I like that look.
でもね、そんな私を変えてくれたのはかけがえのない仲間たち。
かけがえのない仲間たち。
そうよ、仲間たちとの絆で私は変わることができたの。
Man, this power of friendship bullshit, man.
もう無理、限界。
Agia threw down the brush she was using to spread the resin.
何かゆくなるようなこと真顔で語ってんのよ。見なさいよ、これサブイボ立っちゃったじゃない。
Next to her, I was holding my stomach convulsing with laughter. What the hell? Don't make me laugh. My hands are shaking.
真面目に言ってるのに。はあ、かゆいかゆい。
Watch out, Asa-chan. Sometimes she says some hilarious things with a really serious face.
はあ。今のはギャグだったんですか？
ギャグじゃないもん。
Kotori started throwing things at us in anger. Oh, sorry. I was just kidding. Ow!
こーら、期待に当たるでしょうが。いてた。バカバカ、デリカシーのないアホ野郎ども。地獄に落ちろ。
Sorry. I'm sorry. No, really. I'm happy you feel that way. It's just that you need to know the right timing to say stuff like this. Right, Ageha?
嬉しいけど真面目に作業してる時に言うのやめて。ほらほら、ここ手が震えて歪んじゃったよ。そんなの私のせいじゃないもん。あんたたちが悪いんだ。
Not knowing if we were joking or serious, Asa-chan couldn't really follow our exchange, so she was only watching it.
皆さん、やっぱり仲がいいんですね。
ちっとも良くない。今の聞いたでしょ。友情を信じてたのは私だけなんだから。ちょっとからかっただけだってば。愛してるよ、小鳥ちゃん。
Our friendship will last forever.
もう絶好よ、バーカ。
Oh no, she's really sulky now. If we leave it like this, it'll drag on for a week. I'll treat you to some ice cream later.
ハーゲンダッチのストロベリーね。
To turn her back on our attempt to win her over and resume teaching Asa-chan about FRP.
だいぶ形になってきたわね。
こんなのがあの大きなグライダーになるんですか？
そうよ。
へえ。
自分たちが作った翼が飛んでるところを見るのは最高よ。
A fire was burning in Asa-chan's eyes.
私、頑張ります。
その息だ。
The repairs of the glider were soon completed. There were only cracks in a few places, so the repair work itself was quite easy. After that, we examined the whole aircraft, but we didn't find any other problems. With that, we could fly if we wanted to, but
いよいよ始めるわよ。大改造プロジェクト。
following leader Kodori's command, Aga has spread the blueprints on the desk. Asa-chan looked at the detailed diagrams.
すごいですね。これも先輩たちが書いたんですか？
Wait, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back.
まさかこれはあまねちゃんが描いたのよ。
あまねさん？あの写真の方ですか？
そう、あまねちゃんは天才だから。正真正銘のね。
Kotori intentionally said it loud enough so that Yoru-chan, who was sitting on a chair at the back of the room sipping instant coffee, would hear it. Oh, it's good to know that Yoru is still chilling out somewhere close by. But Kotori's like still she likes making a fuss about things, man. Apparently Yoru-chan was satisfied stealing Asa-chan's precious thing a while ago. So now she sometimes comes along with her sister here. Sips. With a composed expression, she ignored Kotori's remark. Just like a cat who pretends to be taking an afternoon nap when the dog is barking at her. The teachers and some students have been making a fuss over her, saying she's a genius, but I've never seen her claim that herself.
どんな人だったんですか？そのあまねさんって。
天然スレスレの天才よ。
天然スレスレ？
変な人だったよね。 自分がすごいってことにまるで気づいてないみたいだったし、客観性が欠如してるのか、はたまた頭の回路が常人とはかけ離れているのか。
She would often say, "That's because I'm stupid."
へえ、でも優しそうな人ですよね。
優しいっていうか子供みたい。それもとびっきり手のかかるね。
She is beautiful, tall, and has well-proportioned figure. That's the first thing he thinks about. Okay, I get it. I get it. He's a dude, and so it's one of the first few things he thinks about. It's so funny. That's the first thing he thinks. He comments in his brain. She's beautiful, tall, and well-proportioned. He could have at least started with, like, you know, her intellect. We were talking about this thing. She's a very feminine girl, for her eyes resemble those of a kid, as if she was looking at the world through a prism. There was a mysterious air about her. Amane Senpai designed these blueprints for her best friend.
親友？
そう、私たちの大先輩のはずなんだけど、実はどんな人なのかよく知らないの。イスカさんって言って天音先輩と2人でソアリング部を復活させたんだけど、その後いきなり学校を辞めちゃったんだって。イスカ、
Don't tell me they have some bullshit related to Itsukai, man. I am not surprised if there's a small world thing going on here. Asa-chan?
あ、いえ、変わった名前だなって思って。
Oh no, they might know someone named Itsuka.
だからこれを作るんで
They
す。
might actually know someone named Itsuka. Holy shit. Everything's connected, man. 6 degrees of separation bullshit. That's one reason, but that's not all. We already told you that we're aiming for those strange clouds that you saw, didn't we? We were having the talk we had many times already about the last flight I took with Amane Senpai. We have thought of a few reasons why we failed. There are the 3 big ones. I explained them to Asa-chan in an easy to understand manner. The first is insufficient lift. The fuselage as we have now is extremely well balanced. It was made so that it could adapt to all kinds of flights you could perform with a glider. That is to say, it's an all-rounder. On the other hand, it doesn't specialize in any particular area. For us, aiming for one specific objective becomes a minus. What we need are wingspans for flying high. We need wings suited for increasing altitude as fast as possible with scarce updrafts. The next necessity is piloting skills. We realize that finding updrafts in the limited time we have and raising above the morning glory requires considerable skills and knowledge. That's why I was going to the airfield to practice under a proper instructor and finally got my pilot's license the other day. And finally, there's a flight plan. We realize that when the morning glory appears, the weather conditions over Kazigawara are completely different than normal. This affects where and what kinds of updrafts will appear and how high they'll be able to lift the glider. We need to know which winds we should ride. For that, we needed to put together a plan. And that's how it is. Do you understand it so far? She gave a strong reply, but it didn't seem like she really understood. I feel bad. Well, it can't be helped. She's still a new member who hasn't even done any test flights yet.
簡単に言っちゃうと、より高く飛ぶために高揚力の翼に改造しようってわけ。それがこの設計図なわけよ。
Amane Senpai must have foreseen this when she drew these blueprints. However, she couldn't build it by herself. We will be the ones to build the glider she envisioned.
じゃあ早速取り掛かりましょうか。
We headed to the dock. The first thing to do is making the new wings. We started at making the model from the styrofoam just like we did before. We had experience with this, so the work proceeded quickly.
ああ、こうやって作るんだ。
She literally has stars in her eyes.
感心してないで朝も手伝う。
あ、はい。
このヒートカッターで発泡スチロールを切っていくの。ほらやってみ。
He's properly instructed Asa-chan.
ゆっくりよゆっくり。そうその調子よ。慎重にね。ちょっとどこ切ってんの。葵ここ押さえてて。
Sure.
広いと作業しやすいわね。
Yeah, it's a little hot though. There's no air conditioning in the dock. We're cooling ourselves with an electric fan we brought with us. We were so immersed in work while dropping with sweat. Oh yeah, they're probably doing it like the good old days. But I was thinking that, like, you know, because, you know, it's a huge area, kind of like it would probably be protected from heat or something. But I don't know, man. I've never been to a warehouse, you know, because every time I go to a warehouse, it feels cold because it's, you know, it's dissipating the heat. But I don't know, man. I've never been to like an aircraft warehouse in real life, I mean, or some shit.
あんな汗だくで必死な顔しちゃって。理解の外にいる頑張り屋さんばかりね。
Yoda-chan, who was leaning against the wall, turned to lead the dock. Yoda-chan, you're going home?
飲み物買ってくるだけ。ここ暑くて死にそうだもの。姉さん何かいる？
じゃあサイダー。
他の先輩方は？
Wow, it's a good thing she did that. No, that's common courtesy. Courtesy. What the fuck? I can't pronounce courtesy. What's wrong with my brain right now? Oh, it's because it's already 12, and I've been having 5 hours of sleep for some reason. Anyway, for the past few days this week. Huh?
ああ、じゃあウーロン茶。私はコーラ。
Me too.
サイダーとウーロン茶とコーラ2つね。
Yoda-chan repeated with an unconcerned expression and left the dock. We exchanged puzzled glances, but we didn't make any comments and just resumed our work. I mean, I don't think she's pure straight up asshole. I don't think she's a pure straight up asshole, but you know. But also, you know, it could affect also their work. And I mean, if she's thinking in the manner of, like, at least at the very least she's supporting whatever her sister is doing, you know, at the very least she could do something like that. It wasn't as if she was making like a huge ass effort anyways. She's going to buy some drinks anyway, so whatever. Anyway, there was still something we needed to do before we could entirely focus on working on the glider improvement project. It was, oh yeah, the runway. Huh. We gathered some people to help with the work on the midsummer Saturday afternoon under the blazing sun. In the middle of the work, Kotori and I went to the owner's house of the slot to greet them.
あずい。溶けちゃうよ、夜ちゃん。
ならこっち来て一緒に休めば？日陰涼しいよ。ジュースもあるわよ。ほら頑張って朝ちゃん。これやらないと飛べないんだから。
I returned, pushing Kotori's wheelchair to where the others were working, covered in sweat.
おかえり。
おかえりなさい先輩。どうしたんですか？
Damn, her wheelchair's gotta be hot right now. Because remember, her wheelchair like absorbs heat a lot. Asa-chan asked when she saw Kotori's gloomy expression.
みんなごめん。
Oh no, they no longer have access to this place? Everyone was puzzled when Kotori bowed her head. Where the hell's head? When Kotori bowed her head in apology as soon as she returned.
どうしたの？何かあったの？滑走路 借りられなくなった。
And why is that?
なんで？
Ageha, now even more bewildered, turned her glance to me, who had accompanied Kotori. It's as Kotori says. They said we can't use it. The owner, being an old member of the Keifu Academy Soaring Club, gladly let us use the runway last year. Even so, he didn't allow it this year.
実は
Kotori told everyone the situation. The person knew that the Soaring Club had its status revoked. The school immediately requested not to allow former members of the Soaring Club to use the runway. Tobioka was the one who contacted them. What a straight up asshole! No, seriously, what is wrong with him, man? He even made an effort to do this, man. Because it doesn't count as club activities. If any problems occurred, the school wouldn't take responsibility. That's why they can't let us use it, even if they wanted to. It's a natural decision. Even though they didn't do anything wrong, they apologize over and over.
またあのおっさんか。たく、どこまで邪魔する気よ。
He probably realized that we were carrying out our activities in secret. I guess he already knows that stealing the glider from the warehouse was our doing too.
ごめんなさい。私のせいだわ。私がこんな体だから余計に警戒されちゃったのよ。
I told you. That's got nothing to do with it.
なんでそうなるわけ？
Kotori sensed something in the owner's reaction. Certainly, there were some signs of that. If something were to happen to the disabled Kotori, it could potentially become a huge issue. Although the owner didn't say anything explicitly, it seems that Tobioka had implied this. They didn't say it clearly, but it looks like the school had said something like that to them.
何それ？最低。
Yeah, that's straight up asshole behavior. What the fuck? However, that's not the main cause. In the end, the real reason they refused is because the Soaring Club had its status revoked.
じゃあ飛べないんですか？滑走路がないんじゃ。お手上げね。そんな。
Asa-chan looked sadly at her hands that were covered in dirt from pulling up weeds.
他の場所探してみたら？無理よ。平らで十分な広さがある土地なんて限られてるもの。バカみたい。
Oh, let's see how she gets over this bullshit. Yoda-chan, who was listening to our conversation from the shade, spoke up irritated. Kotori glared angrily at her.
その程度で諦めちゃうわけ？さっきまでやる気満々だったくせに。何よ、あんたには関係ないでしょ？あるわよ。あの場所を貸してるし、姉さんだって巻き込まれちゃってるし。でもその程度ならさっさとやめちゃった方がいいかもね。ヨルちゃん、やめて。本当のこと言ってるだけよ、私は。
There's no mistaking what Yoda-chan said. If we get overwhelmed and give up because of something like this, we shouldn't have even started in the first place. That's why nobody talked back. We won't give up, right, Kotori?
ええ、もちろんよ。
Unironically, Yoda-chan acting in a very villainous manner actually even motivated them to get their shit together. Just as everything started going well, we received a counterpunch and reeled. But we're not ones to lose heart at this sort of thing.
でもどうするの？他に場所探すったって。
No, there's no need to do that. It's simple. We only have to be recognized as a club. That's what we were originally aiming for. There's no reason to feel down, is there?
ああ、そっか。
Jesus Christ. I hate that this guy, the problem was just like, oh yeah, you know that thing we were doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember about it. Oh, I feel so stupid. Kotori nodded enthusiastically.
この程度、私たちにとっちゃ逆境でもなんでもないって、あのおっさんに思い知らせてやるのよ。飛岡先生の嫌がらせは今に始まったことじゃないしね。
The test flight will have to be postponed for a while though.
皆さん、この私をコメにしてくれたこと、
you're already coming
必
in,
ず後悔させてやるわ。
coming in with the support. It appears that we need to speed up the reinstatement of our club. They're still missing the qualified person who could repair, who could do maintenance and repair, so that we could return to this guy as soon as possible. I think that's the only requirement they're missing, because everything else they're totally fine. They already have the new member. They shouldn't have problems with the club activity being valid. And it's the maintenance the only thing missing is the person who's qualified to do maintenance. Oh, and club and advisor. Asta-chan had become a member, which means only 2 of Akari-san's conditions are left to be fulfilled. The lack of an advisor and qualified personnel. If the advisor was someone with necessary qualifications, we could clear both at the same time, but that would be just too good to be true.
すまんな。お前たちの気持ちはわかるんだが、俺も演劇部の顧問やってるから。
先生が演劇なんて似合わない。
Jesus Christ, Connor, you're being so forceful, man.
そうだそうだ。
うるさいよ。俺は今でこそ慶風学園で教師やってるが、本当は芸術家志望だったんだ。芸術はいいぞ。お前らもグライダーなんかやめて演劇部に入れ。
嫌です。お断りです。
先生ちょっと傷ついたぞ。
It's over, Sensei. The teacher left with hurt feelings, and we drop our shoulders. By the way, that was our homeroom teacher.
やっぱダメか。
This isn't going very well. Oh, I have a feeling who could be a teacher. Oh, I think I foresaw this. I foresaw this shit. I have an idea who could be teacher, who could be the teacher advisor. I'm excited for that shit. All right.
どの先生ももうどこかの部活を受け持っているんですね。
And Asa-chan, as she looked at the list, that is a list of teachers at Keifu Academy that Agia had made. It has information on their homeroom class, which clubs they are in charge of, and whether or not they are on Tobioka's side. Today, using this list, we've been going around and asking all the teachers who seem likely to cooperate with us. But you sure investigated this well.
アゲハちゃんの情報網を甘く見ないでよね。あとは山野辺先生くらいか。
We can't ask him. Even more of his hair will go white.
そしたら今度こそ新妻と離婚の危機に。
And this time. The advisor we had until last year, Yamanobe Sensei, is young, but he's married. It seems that his wife is a slender, pretty... Why do we even need to know the slender, pretty woman part? Apparently, when she saw her husband aging rapidly right after they got married, she was shocked. I guess I can understand her feelings.
この際、そこは諦めてもらうしかないわ。
Don't just decide this yourself.
そうだよ。かわいそうだよ。奥さん美人だって噂なのに。
Wait, I still don't get why they have to talk about her being beautiful.
じゃあどうするのよ。それは。
Let's think of another way. It was after school. Today we were taking a day off from club activities. The materials we ordered still haven't arrived, so we stopped working. The futuristic school from Final Fantasy VIII. I mean, the door opening in the most futuristic sounding thing ever. Anyway, which is why, for the first time in a while, we got nothing to do after school.
アゲハ、今日部活ないんでしょ。どっか寄ってこうよ。ごめん、用事あるんだ。
Akea refused the invitation of the girls in the class and came over to me.
ねえ、葵、暇でしょ。買い物付き合ってよ。
Where do you want to go?
ウィンディの地下街だけど。
Kotori passed us as we were talking about this. Kotori, what are you going to do?
私、秘密基地に寄って帰る。
What for?
ちょっとだけやっときたいことがあるの。
I see. I wonder what Asa-chan is doing. We told her we're taking a day off. I wonder if she's hanging out with the Yodo-chan somewhere.
ねえ葵付き合ってよ。
What should I do? Wow. Go home together with Kotori. Isn't that the obvious answer? Anyway, we're kind of forced to do Kotori's route, but I think it's going to be going home together with Kotori for sure. But let me check a walkthrough because I'm too lazy to think about this thing right now. But I can imagine it's going home with Kotori. Konosora walkthrough. Oh no. Why is it Konosuba? I don't want that. A mandatory route. Go home together with Kotori. Ooh, why am I not surprised? I'm going to the secret base too.
ふーんそう
It's over for Ageha. Ageha, somewhat disappointed, said goodbye and left the classroom. It's over for Ageha, man. She know it's no longer her route. Well then, let's go, Kotori. Ooh, a little smile. You just know.
アゲハの誘い断ってよかったの？
Why? It's not her route.
だって
ん？
葵くん秘密基地に何か用事があるの？
Well, no, not really. Since Kotori was going, I just felt like going with her. Ooh. Even if I did go with Ageha, I'd only end up carrying her bags for her. You were about to say something just then. What was it?
別に何でもない。
Well, we were talking like this. We came past the school gate and...
水瀬先輩こんにちは先輩
A group of first-year girls called out to me. Suddenly, I got surrounded. Hello?
今帰りなんですか？これから部活なんですか？
Yeah, well, something like that. It seems they are Asa-chan's friends. Looks like she was probably talking about joining the soaring club in her classroom. Nothing wrong with that, but apparently her friends have become interested in it. However, for some mysterious reason, their interest isn't directed at the glider, but rather at me. Now, they're coming to greet me like this and asking about one thing or another.
朝どんくさいから迷惑かけてるんじゃないですか？
That's not true. Asa-chan's trying really hard. It's not that I hate it, but I'm not used to something like this, so I feel somewhat uncomfortable. Kotori was watching me from outside the circle with a forced smile.
ああ葵くん私先に行くから。
Wait!
先輩かっこいいですよね。背も高いし朝ちゃんがすごく優しいって言ってました。
Damn it, man! Asa-chan really going for like fucking, you know? Oh shit, you can't do Yoro's route without doing Asa's route. Which makes me wonder what's so special about Asa's Yoro's route. I don't know, since we're going with Kotori's route, it will be a while before we get, you know, we get to worry about like fucking Yoru or Asa. I don't know, maybe I'll do it on my own time. I don't have to stream that unless I feel like it. I don't know, we still have like we're still in the common route, technically. So, you know, I still don't know what's the selling point with Asa and Yoru, other than curiosity-related reasons. Let's continue. Oh, bitchy. No, I mean, hey, Kotori! Kotori made a face like she didn't want to know me anymore and quickly went ahead. She's kind of jelly. When I opened the mail door and went inside, Kotori was there working on something alone in the huge dock. Can't believe you let me behind.
あれ以上葵くんのヘラヘラみっともない顔見ていたくなかったんだもん。
Of course, she's jelly. Jelly or like, what's the term for that? Anyway, whatever. It was quite cold, but she wasn't as angry as I thought she'd be. Come here. I brought you some ice cream with strawberry Haagen-Dazs. Trying to bribe her, man. Kotori glared at me from a distance. Then she pushed the wheels of her wheelchair and approached me. Here you go.
ありがとう。
We sat in the corner of the dock and started eating ice cream. Yeah, nothing beats an ice cream in a hot place. It was undeniably hot here.
ねえ葵くん、
Yeah?
アイス食べさせとけば機嫌が治るだろうとか思ってない？
She gave me a sidelong glare while holding a plastic spoon in her mouth. No, not at all.
まあいいけど美味しいから。
Apparently she saw through me. She saw through me, but it looked like she accepted my apology. Bro, Kotori's not that simple, man. What were you doing?
道具の手入れ、あとは掃除とか。
Came here all by yourself to do that? Kotori nodded while eating her Haagen-Dazs. You could do that tomorrow with everyone.
みんなとだと私足手まといになるし。
Kotori said sullenly. I reflected on my unnecessary remark. Kotori's wheelchair bound, so whether we're working, cleaning, or whatever, she can't move the same as everyone else. No one thinks of her as a burden, but I guess her workload is a bit different after all. Kotori's worried about that and how everyone is somewhat sympathizing with her.
何かするときみんなが私のこと気遣ってるの分かってるもん。それが嫌なの。悲しくなる。
Yeah, we can't completely refrain from worrying about her. Besides, we care about her like that because she's important to us. But I also understand why this can be painful for her. When I got injured and quit the bicycle club, my friends worrying about me didn't make me happy. But it was also painful. Mother usually doesn't show those bitter feelings. She's acting cheerful and occasionally says selfish things like it's no big deal. Her selfishness brings us some relief though.
情けないわ本当。私部長なのに滑走路の時も迷惑かけちゃったし。
I think you know this, but except for you, no one really minds this. Tears welled up in Kotori's eyes. Hey, don't start crying all of a sudden. Come on, you'll spoil the ice cream. No good. She's hanging her head down more and more. I don't know what triggered this, but it seems like she ended her timid mode. You mean her daddy mode? Whatever. Anyway, whatever. As usual, I put my hand on her head and stroked it gently. There. It's nothing to cry about, right?
泣いてないもん。これは汗だもん。
It's just a couple of eye sweats. Kotori started sniffing. This year, Kotori has been working really hard as the leader of the soaring circle. She doesn't have as much technical knowledge and skills as Ageha, and she can't pilot like me either. There are no visible things that only Kotori can do. But in the past, like with Amane senpai leaving, Kotori was always the one who expressed her willingness the strongest when it counted. Kotori's childish straightforwardness is like a compass, showing us the direction in which we should be heading. Come on, your ice cream will melt. Kotori slowly ate her ice cream while crying. She looked like a child who grown timid and started crying after being scolded by her mother. It was kind of cute.
何？
Nothing. Come on. Eat up. I couldn't help getting charmed by her tear-stained face. and I involuntarily blush as I dodge her question. I think everyone knows how hard she's trying. She's disabled, and even just by pushing the wheelchair all by herself to come to the secret base is already a huge hardship. But for Kotori, that is perfectly natural. Moreover, she's even worried that she can't work as much as everyone else. She has an unusually strong sense of responsibility, so she's concerned about inconveniencing other people. However, isn't the girl known as Habene Kotori essentially just a regular girl? She looks cute, her grades are good, and her reflexes are probably also better than the average person. But that's about it. And then, above all, she's a crybaby. She's a little too self-conscious, and when she tries too hard, she sometimes ends up crying like this. Since when was it? Probably from that evening when I persuaded her not to quit school. Since then, comforting Kotori has become my duty. It seems like she only cries in front of me. She probably needs that. I think that when she cries like this, she can let out all the things she's been bottling up. There. You're doing your best, Kotori. You're really doing your best.
もうバカにしないで。
I was still crying. She punched me on the side. It didn't really hurt though. I stroked her head and hugged her gently. Sorry, but this is kind of embarrassing. As I said this honestly, Kotori pushed her forehead against my chest and cried quietly for a little while. While I was embracing Kotori's head, I wanted her to stop crying quickly. On the other hand, I also wanted to stay like this a bit longer.
ありがとう。もう復活した。
Kotori said after moving her forehead away. She poured the totally melted ice cream into her mouth, as though it were juice. When you need to borrow my chest again, just let me know anytime. Won't charge you any rental fees. I said jokingly then.
当然よ。私みたいな美少女の頭撫でたり、軽く抱きしめたりできるんだから。
Welcome back, OG Tsundere.
そういうの役得って言うんでしょ。
Don't say this yourself.
ほら、もう帰っていいわよ。
So now that you've stopped crying, my work here is done?
さっきの1年生の女の子らと遊んでくれば。
With these words, she returned to work. Oh, is this jealousy? Whoa, that's dangerous. A spanner came flying at me.
欲しい。
You little... What if it had hit me?
なんで私が焼きもちなんか焼かなくちゃいけないのよ。バカじゃないの。
But it sounds like you're jealous to me. Ah! This time a screwdriver and a pair of nippers came flying.
さっさと帰ってちょうだい。作業の邪魔だから。
She said while clutching a power drill. Sensing danger, I did as she said. Alright, I'm going. If you need anything, call my cell phone. Also, tell me when you're going to leave. I'll pick you up.
いらない。
No. Once it gets dark, I can't let you go back by yourself. Make sure you call me. I emphasized this, opened the metal door, and left the dock.
どうせ私なんか女の子だって思ってないくせに。ふっと。 I returned to my room and sat down on the bed. I got nothing to do. Having no club activities made me realize just how long a day can be. I took my cell phone from my pocket. Apparently I got a message at some point. I instantly thought it was from Amane senpai, so I hurriedly opened the message, but from An-chan. As I read the text, I apologized to An-chan in my mind for being a little disappointed. Have you met Amane yet? Huh?
She was having a meeting at our workshop. She said she might drop by the Flying Fish Manor. Amane Senpai is coming? The text was sent 2 hours ago. Oh, this is my premonition. Who's going to be their qualified person slash. Anyway, let's continue. Kanako-san,
どうした？
did Amane Senpai come by?
望月先輩？いや、来てないよ。ゆかさん、望月先輩来てませんか？今日は来客なかったと思うけど。
Thank you. I said my things and dashed out of the dormitory.
あいつ寄らなかったのか、飛び噂に。
When I called Anchan, he went to the trouble of coming around in his truck. We got in and we drove around the station, but we saw no sign of Amane Senpai. I tried to call her, but only the voicemail answered. I might have got it on the train already.
すまん。メールじゃなく電話にしておけばよかったな。まさか寄らずに帰るとは思ってなかったんだ。
It looks like she had gone to Anchan's workshop to order some parts. There was no one else she could ask for such complex parts. When she was about to leave, Anchan asked her if she's going to visit us. She replied that she plans to do so. However, she's quite whimsical, so she might have changed her mind later. I already told Kotori and Ageha about it. They were both happy that Senpai came to Kasekuwara, but when they heard that she had left without seeing us, I can't believe it. Amane-chan, you idiot! Oh no, what a shame. I wanted to see her. And so on. They were very disappointed.
納品前にもう一度打ち合わせすることになってる。その時は先に教えるようにするよ。
Yeah, thanks, Anchan.
寮まで送っていこう。
No, here's fine. I have some shopping to do for dinner anyway.
そうか。じゃあまたな。
Yeah, thanks, Anchan. Anchan's light truck drove away. I stood there dazed. It was true that I had to do some shopping, but I didn't feel like doing it right away. I wanted to see Senpai. That feeling had suddenly become much stronger. Did I become faint-hearted because of the soaring clubs? Because the soaring club isn't doing so well? Yeah, I think Amade's route is the true route. I don't know, man. Imagine we're kind of locked in Kotori's route, and he's thinking about Amade in particular. Anyway, or do I want her to praise us for working so hard? I'm thirsty. I went to the convenience store in front of me to buy some juice. Then I wandered around the area. That was to suppress my unmanageable feelings. I'll go shopping once I calm down. While I was wandering around, before I knew it, I found myself in the runway. We cut the grass the other day, so it looks very tidy. Before that, it was overgrown with weeds. Sorry. There was a single long line of exposed soil between those weeds. It's a track made by the wheel of the glider that repeatedly ran over it so many times. Normally, a glider is launched facing the headwind. However, moving the winch that was installed here to match the wind's direction was difficult, so we were always launching facing the same way. I stood in the middle of the sprawling runway and gazed towards the winch. I recall the feelings of the sudden acceleration while being pulled by the towing rope and of soaring high into the sky. When I looked up, I saw the deep blue sky and the cumulonimbus towering silently above the horizon. I imagined a glider catching the wind and soaring. I want to fly in our glider. I had been flying when I was going to the glider airfield for training. However, flying in our glider, one that we have built ourselves, is a completely different thing. The wind that blows over Kasekuwara is not the same as there. I saw someone next to the winch. The hot air was wavering, so the silhouette was blurry, and I couldn't see it too well, but this person was... What are they doing? The external lid of the winch was open. It looks like they were tampering with it. A prank? Or were they trying to steal the parts? Anyway, I can't just leave this alone. When I dashed toward them, The person closed the lid and then noticed me. There were about 300 meters between us and our eyes met. The next moment, the person waved their hand at me and started hopping up. It can't be! Best girl is back! Best girl is back! Holy shit! Best girl is back! Imagine, this is already Kotori's route. This is already Kotori's route. And she's getting Mog in her own route, man. Amane senpai? I shouted out in surprise while I was running. Senpai! Damn, man. Look at that.
やっぱり葵くんだ。
Notice the line. Do you notice that there was a line over here? Like, I was looking there and it's like, oh, I didn't notice that detail. And it was a really, really slight detail. What? What are you doing here? The first thing I said was that question. I was well aware that I was about to lose my temper because of this sudden reunion.
いや、ウインチがまた壊れてないかチェックしておこうと思ってな。ちゃんとメンテナンスしてるみたいだな。問題は見つからなかったぞ。
Of course.
そうか。そうだな。君たちは私なんかと違ってしっかり者揃いだもんな。
No, that's not it. Senpai, what are you doing in a place like this?
だからウインチの調子を。
No, not that. Why did you come here without saying anything to us? You could have contacted us.
ああ、うん。だってもう私のことなんて忘れてるんじゃないかと思って。
Jesus Christ! No, really, Amane? What the fuck? No way, man! How can we forget about our precious senpai, man? What the fuck? Really? There's no way we could forget about you. We could forget you. Aren't we texting you all the time?
そうか、そうだったな。あ、でもメールは仕事の依頼やクライアントからの最速メールに混ざってるから気づかないことが多くてな。たまに間違えて一緒にゴミ箱に。
I heard from Anchan that you were coming, but you still didn't contact us, so I...
すまない。いきなり行くと迷惑かもしれないと思ったんだ。
Man, Amane really needs help. She really needs... Oh, man. Then you should have contacted us beforehand.
それはそれで迷惑かもしれないし。だってもう私のことなんか。
By the way, guys, the way how Amane was written is that... I know this kind of feels like bullshit, but remember how Amane is like as a person? That is so believable. Like I said, that was all I could say before my voice changed to a huge sigh. Common sense doesn't really work on her. This is Mochizuki Amane we're talking about here.
ごめんよ、葵くん。
No, I'm the one who should apologize. But I've been calling your cell phone just now, over and over. You didn't notice that either?
ああ、携帯電話ならラボに置いてきた。
Oh yeah, this is also her. Why?
だってあれうるさいんだ。毎日作業の進捗を聞いてきて。携帯電話もメールも便利な道具じゃない。人間を束縛する悪のツールだと私は思うぞ。
Damn. Fucking Amane, man. Holy shit. Is that so? I lowered my head, crestfallen. What happened to all that impatience and desperation I felt until just now?
元気だったかい？
I'm fine. Kotori and Ageha too.
そっか、よかった。
How about you, senpai?
私は普通だ。みんなから相変わらずだなって言われてるぞ。
For some reason, senpai puffed out her chest proudly. Aoi really likes this man. He would really love that part. Her puffing out her chest. Not gonna lie, I can imagine. The same as always, huh? I was relieved to hear that. Not just that she's doing fine, but also that she's the same as always. I thought that meant she hasn't changed since the time we spent together in the garage. Senpai isn't a student anymore. He is a full-fledged member of society now. By the way, as a full-fledged member of society, I don't feel as if I'm a full-fledged member of society. He is already an adult, so she lives in a different world from us.
ウィンチメンテナンスはしているようだが、最近使われた形跡はなかったな。
Alright, time to do some catch-up, Amane-senpai.
飛んでないのか？
Yeah. After the demolition of the garage, I sent her a text, briefly summarizing recent events. If she hadn't accidentally deleted it along with all her work emails, she should know about that. But there was only good news most of the time. I didn't write too much about the bad stuff. She's already retired, so I didn't want to cause her unnecessary worries. I frankly explained our
そん
situation.
なことになっていたのか。すまない。私のせいでみんなに迷惑をかけて。
It's not your fault, senpai. Nobody's fault, really. In my opinion, it was Tobioka's fault. But he might have his own reasons. Honestly, he goes above and beyond on being an asshole. Like, you know, normally you would just stop at straight up, like, you know, at the demolition and all. But, like, after that, he's just being an asshole. It's true that the Soaring Club's garage was in the way of the student dormitory construction. When adults and kids' circumstances are both a concern, it's always hard to reach a proper compromise.
今日はいい具合に雲が出てて気流も荒れてるから、ここへ来れば飛んでるところを見られるかもと思ったんだ。でもそうか。あれからまだ飛べていなかったのか。
Senpai's expression darkened. Was she thinking that she was responsible for this? Oh yeah. Do you have time after this? I'll call Ageha and the others. So please come to our place for a meal. I'll introduce you to our newest member too.
葵くんのご飯。
I like how, despite saying all that, the first thing she thought was Aoi-kun's cooking. That's the only thing that matters to me. Oh man, I want to start her route. Can I? I'm tempted to skip Kotori's route altogether, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to skip Kotori's route. I mean, there's no way I could start Amane's route without Kotori's route. I mean, I could do a skip so I could start Amane's route. But I had to finish her route. I mean, I could go full skip without looking, you know, without actually trying to understand anything. But, you know, it's like, oh man. All right, let's go. I don't know, because there might be some stuff revealed in Kotori's route that might be important in Amane's route. So I had to follow the logical progression. Amane Senpai's wiped the drool that unconsciously leaked out of her mouth. Oh man, she's really thinking about that, man. She's really thinking about that.
それはとてもとても嬉しい申し出だが、もう行かなくちゃいけない。帰ってすぐ仕事があるんだ。
Oh, really?
すまない。
No, it's okay. You should have contacted us right away. When I mumbled this angrily, Senpai held her chest and looked hurt.
ごめんよ。
Please, reflect on this seriously. Because we want to see you, no matter what. Oh man. Kotori being blocked in her route.
うん。わかった。
Her childlike reply was so funny that I couldn't help bursting into laughter.
じゃあ、私はもう行くよ。
By train? I'll go with you part of the way. I had to go shopping anyway.
ああ、頼む。
So that's how I had a surprise reunion with Amane Senpai.
あまねちゃんと会ったの？
Yeah, after I called you, I went to the runway and met her by chance.
なんですぐ呼ばないのよ。
Well, Senpai was already leaving.
葵くんだけずるいずるいずるい。
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it really was only for a moment. And it looks like she'll be coming again soon, so I told her to drop by and see us then.
私も会いたかった。あまねちゃんに。
Sorry. I didn't feel like I was to blame here, but I apologize anyway. I knew exactly how Kotori felt.
今度来るのね。今度っていつ？
3 days from now.
3日後あまねちゃんに会えるんだ。
A broad smile spread across Kotori's face.
メールの返事ろくにしてこないことしっかり文句言ってやるんだから。
Don't go too far. Senpai will probably get really depressed if you do that.
あまねちゃんめ、今に見てなさい。
Bro's getting mocked in her own route.
あまね先輩と会ったの？
Yeah, after I called you, I went to the runway and met her by chance.
なんですぐ呼ばないかな。
Well, Senpai was already leaving.
葵だけずるい。
Why are you reacting in exactly the same way as Kotori? At school, I told Agia exactly same thing I had told Kotori yesterday and got exactly the same response. The unity of the soaring club is quite strong.
あさってまた来るんだって。マジで？来るってどこに来るの？どこ？
I guess she's planning to come to eat at Flying Fish Manor. It was drooling, if I may add. We'll once again witness those eating manners that ruin her beautiful image.
どうせなら秘密基地に来てもらおうよ。それ私も言おうと思ってた。今の私たちの活動をあまねちゃんに見てもらいたい。
Yeah, I agree. We all thought so subconsciously. A thing that Amane Senpai had left behind and how we took it over. And also how much we've grown. We wanted her to see us as we are now. Hey, I have a suggestion.
何？
You know, I told everyone about the idea that occurred to me last night. Three days later, as promised, Amane Senpai came to Kazugawara.
いやあみんな元気だったかい？
Wait, I'll be right back really quickly. Alright, we're so back.
元気だよ。ねみんな。この通りです。クワクワ。ハットも元気だったか。
Bro, how old is Hato, man? He's immoral at this point. In the afternoon, after finishing her business with Anchan at his workshop, she came to Flying Fish Manor.
あまねちゃんはどうなの？元気だろ。そうなんだ。ねえ、ちょっと前かがみになってみて。こうか？じゃあなんでメールの返事しないんだ
Kotori's powerful chop landed right where Amane Senpai's hair was parted. Whoa, what are you doing?
バカ小鳥、先輩の貴重な脳細胞にもしものことがあったらどうすんの？ほんと今日はこのくらいにしといてやるわ。ひどいぞ小鳥。
I like how it's totally as if totally nothing can change. With teary eyes, Senpai was rubbing on the top of her head that had been chopped. That gesture made me feel sorry for her.
あの人が天音さん。
思ってたより変ね。
でも綺麗だよ。背も高くて優しそう。
天才となんとかは紙一重って言うけど、限りなくなんとかの方に近そうね。
Hey, we heard everything you've been saying, including the person in question. Well, even if she did hear, Amane Senpai didn't seem to mind it. Yeah, I knew she was so chill about this. Like she really doesn't care about it.
紹介するわ。この子が新しく入った後輩の朝よ。
へえ、この子が。
私じゃないです。
Asta-chan blushed and hid herself behind Yoru-chan.
朝、ちゃんと挨拶して。この人が偉大な大先輩、望月あまねちゃんよ。
Now that she received a chop on the head, it's hard to think of her as our great senpai, but Asta-chan was really humble in front of her nevertheless. She really is a good girl.
はじめまして、風と朝です。望月あまねだ。よろしくな、朝。
Asta-chan was really elated when Senpai suddenly addressed her in such a familiar way and gave her a handshake. It seems that she believed every single word when Kotori was telling her how great Senpai
こ
Oh.
is.
っちの子は？
ただの部外者です。どうぞお気になさらずに。
そうか、よかった。
Sarcasm doesn't work on Mochizuki's Amane. She took Yoru-chan's words at face value and apparently decided not to mind her.
じゃあ早速ご飯にしよう。もうお腹ペコペコだ。
はあ？何言ってんのよ、
The real
あまねちゃ
reason
ん。
why she's here. She just wants to eat fucking Aoi's cooking.
今日は葵くんのご飯を食べに来たんだぜ。
Priority. I know it. This is literally the only reason why she's there. She just wants to eat Aoi-kun's cooking.
私らに会いに来てくれたんでしょ。
それもある。
Yeah, but her priority is to eat Aoi-kun's cooking. I can imagine that's the real reason. You said it like that was just an addition to the bean.
私たち先輩に見せたいものがあるんです。
そうなのか。じゃあご飯の後で。
ご飯の前、葵くん、ハンバーガーなんかない？
I gave her a bun, which I planned to eat for lunch, but had forgotten about. Here, eat this to keep your hunger at bay.
はあ、ウグイスパンだ。
さあ、行くわよ。
久しぶりだな、ここに来るのは。
Said Amane-senpai, who was walking up the gently sloping path of the windmill hill. You flew over here many times on our test flights, didn't we? We like flying over here, so it was a regular course when we were testing.
来年ここに私が設計した風車が立つんだ。
そうなんですか？
Amane-senpai nodded.
グライダー製作で得た空気力学なんかのアイデアを使って新しい風車をデザインしてみたんだ。実験的に何機かここに建てられることになっている。新しい風車が立つんですか？
For some reason, Asta-chan joined the conversation with sparkling eyes.
ああ、来年だけどな。仕事の片手間に設計図を書いていたら他のスタッフに見つかってしまってな。知らない間に実際に作ることになっていたんだ。
Because of that, the number of calls and emails with requests have increased, he muttered. As always, a natural natural genius. While thinking about the windmill that Amane-senpai had designed, we arrive at our destination. Here it is, senpai.
おお、
ささ、入って入って。
Amane-senpai entered the dock and looked up at the vast ceiling.
ここが私たちの新しい秘密基地よ。朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんに使わせてもらってるんです。
Amane-senpai took a quick look around the dock's equipment.
これはすごいな。随分と本格的じゃないか。
でしょ？朝たちのおかげよ。
Thanks to this place, our upgrade plan is proceeding smoothly.
温めてきた計画？こ
We broadly grinned while standing in front of the glider.
れは
気づいたみたい。まあまだ全然途中だからね。
Next to Kotori and Ageha, who were whispering to each other, Amane Senpai examined their airframe that was in the middle of remodeling.
やっぱりだ。これって
We are improving it according to the blueprints you had left behind.
私の設計図。そうよ。あまねちゃんがイシカのためにデザインしたやつね。
Ageha showed her the blueprints that were spread over there. Senpai stared at them quietly with a nostalgic, perhaps slightly sad expression. It'll be funny if she repeats the thing she did with the diary. Remember how she kept repeatedly reading the diary until it was night. Then she was like, "Oh, it's already night." Or, oh, I remember that.
あの設計図ってあまねさんが描いたんだって。
へえ。君たちはバカだな。こんなものただの机上の空論なのに。そんなことない。実現させるもん。活動場所がなくて何もできなかった間、私たちずっとこの図面を見ながら話し合ってきました。どうすれば実現させられるかって。
We carefully analyzed the parts one by one to see whether we could make them or not. We hypothesized the actual construction of all parts from the plans and carried out a realistic simulation. That was really painstaking work. But thanks to that, we confirmed that we could actually make it. That's why we can do it.
みんな、私たちは絶対に行くの。あの雲の回廊へ。その時はあまね先輩も一緒です。
We will fly, bearing everyone's dreams, with this glider.
やっぱりバカだな、君たちは。あまねちゃんの後輩なんだもん。しょうがないじゃん。あ、まったくだ。姉さん？私も。
I really like Asa. Asa ran towards us with raised hands. I can imagine it. Then she slipped and fell over. Are you all right, Asa-chan?
平気です。それより私も一緒に飛びたいです、先輩。
もちろんよ。あんたはもう私たちの後輩なんだから。そうそう。
嬉しいです。
何よ、姉さんまで熱くなっちゃって。ほんとバカみたい。
Yeah, wait to find out what's her problem. No, really. Why does she always have a problem?
ここならのびのびと制作できそうじゃないか。
Senpai said, relieved after seeing the whole facility from the dock to the office. I guess she was worried about us in her own way.
どうぞあまねさん、オレンジジュースです。
ありがとう、朝。
It seems that Asa-chan has quickly gotten attached to her. By the way, Senpai, there's something I want to talk to you about. I started talking in a somewhat formal manner. Kotori and Ageha's expressions tense up. The reason why we brought you here is not just to show you our new base.
そうなのか？
I nodded. Then I looked at Kotori and Ageha once more to confirm our intentions. They both looked back to us, signaling to go ahead. Asa-chan was clutching a bottle of cider with a very nervous expression. Senpai, could you become our advisor? It's that issue from before. Because we don't have an advisor, we can't be recognized as a club. Since then, we tried asking several teachers, but they refused.
グライダーの専門知識を持ってる先生なんていないし、飛岡先生からも睨まれているので、もし顧問になってくれても資格を持ってないんじゃあんまり意味ないし。
As far as that's concerned, you have all the required qualifications and have experience with managing a glider.
それはまあそうだが、でも私は先生じゃないぞ。
That shouldn't be a problem. I'm the one who thought of this suggestion. Before I changed schools, I was in the bicycle club, and our supervisor was a former pro racer who had been invited from outside the school. Inviting an outsider to be the coach is quite common in top-level sports clubs. Even for cultural clubs, it's not that rare to invite experts either. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. Amane Senpai, being a graduate, is very familiar with her school. That meant that the chances of it being permitted were much higher than if it were to bring in a complete outsider.
お願い、あまねちゃんしかいないの。お忙しいとは思うんですけど。
Seeing us all bowing our heads, Amane Senpai started thinking about it. We walked once around the office, then picked up the frame picture that was on the shelf.
あの時、私はグライダーと関わるのはもう最後にしようと思っていた。私の専門分野とは違うし、高いところはあまり好きじゃないからな。それに、もうイスカはいない。
Itsuka is no longer here. That means the reason that made Amane Senpai keep dealing with gliders had disappeared. Senpai.
いいの？それで。だってあの時、もう少しで届きそうだったのに。届きそうで、届かなかった。きっと、そういうことなんだと思う。
Yeah, no. Okay, this is why I really think, fucking, yeah, either of the two can work as a true route, especially Amane, because you know, they did mess up the, they weren't able to make it on the first time they had the morning glory. But the second time around, it'll complete her story. But you know, Kotori also has like her own story as well, so there's also that. Anyway, Senpai said that with a deep understanding. This time, that time, you already found your answer, right? Senpai's confident answer made us hang our heads. For Senpai, gliders really became a thing of the past. We kind of knew this already, but now we felt that the reality we didn't want to face was thrust before our eyes. Senpai looked at herself in the photograph. The picture of herself with an slightly awkward smile on her face.
でも、私は君たちに返しきれないほどの恩がある。今度は私が君たちの力になる番だ。じゃあ、引き受けよう。顧問の話。やったー。やったよ、小鳥、葵。
Yeah, now we'll manage somehow.
よかったですね、先輩。
We'll all spontaneously high-five and hug each other, expressing our joys.
まったくもう、脅かさないでよ、あまねちゃん。本当ですよ。実はな、さっき話した新型の風車なんだが、特別実習という形で慶風学園の生徒が建設プロジェクトに参加することになっているんだ。ああ、それなんか聞いたことあるかも。大掛かりな体験実習があるから希望する生徒は申し出るようにって、そのことだったんだ。
Those who can participate must be mostly 4th and 5th year students. Even though it's said that they're recruiting all interested students, it didn't reach us, the 3rd years. I wonder where Ageha heard that rumor.
私はその授業で講師をするんだ。
Senpai proudly stuck out her chest. Here we go! Here we go! I was waiting for this. Her ample breasts bounced as she did so.
どうだ？すごいだろう。私は先生だぞ。大人なんだぞ。
Man, I love Amane so much. I like how she was so proud. I'm a teacher. I'm an adult. As always, the thing she's boasting about is a bit off. Compared to being a lecturer, being at the center of such a big project is much more awesome.
じゃあ、あまね先輩が授業をするんですか？まあな。
Oh, I love how she said that. With that, Senpai arched her back, pointing her nose to the ceiling. As for the rest of us, isn't that impossible? Senpai is terrible at teaching people. Wait a second, when did we have that? When did we have the proof that she was terrible at teaching? Because we had like when she was explaining the concept of like lift and all that, I felt that it was okay. And they understood what was going on, so
慣れないと先輩語を理解するのは難しいよね。かわいそうよ。選ばれた優秀な生徒たちがかわいそうよ。学校で会ったらちゃんと望月先生って呼ぶんだぞ。留年しまくっていい年して学生続けてた人が今さら何言ってたか。
well, we were having that kind of conversation.
なるほど。それで風車か。あれってあなたの設計だったのね。
Yoda-chan, do you know about the plan?
ええ。だってそのプロジェクトにお金出してるのうちのおじいちゃんなんだもん。え、そうなの？
I like how, because they're twins, but you know, it's literally like copy pasta.
慶風学園の生徒が参加できるのもおじいちゃんの差し金よ。学校の実績につながるし、いい宣伝にもなるしね。私も参加しろって言われたけど、面倒だから断ったわ。
Wow, is that so? Somehow the conversation changed its course again. Well, whatever. We got Senpai to become our advisor. We've taken another step forward.
じゃあ帰ろう。お腹がペコペコだ。
We returned to Flying Fish Manor to witness those eating manners that ruined her beautiful image. Not gonna lie, that's the real reason why she's there. Just wants us. She just wants us cooking. A few days later, I should end stream soon. We confidently entered the student council, bringing Amane Senpai, who had come to the school because of that matter with special lessons. Having fulfilled all the conditions, we received authorization to restore the Soaring Club from the student council president Kumoi Akari.
まさか望月先輩を引っ張り出してくるなんて。
With a hint of amazement in her voice, Akari-san expressed to Senpai her wish to participate in the construction project of the new model of the windmill. The day
ご
after,
めんなさい。
during lunch break, we thought that Akari-san just came to visit us in our class, but she suddenly bowed her head with a bitter expression. Yeah, they're really trying hard to stop them. I mean, Tobioka, the asshole known as Tobioka Sensei. What's the matter, Akari-san?
あかりさん、ここは俺が。
Matsusugu, who had been following her like a servant, tried to go ahead of her, but Akari-san stopped him.
いえ、私からお話しします。
一体何なの会長。
あなたたちソアリング部の件なんですが、部活への復帰は職員会議で却下されました。
どうしてですか？条件は整っているのに。
厳密にはまだ却下されていないの
It's
だ
more like there's a lot of opposition.
一部の先生が強硬に反対し、結論はうやむやになったそうよ。
You can guess who she meant by some of the teachers, even if she didn't say it.
ダメよそんなの。承認されなきゃ却下されたのと同じじゃない。
Akari-san nodded with a gloomy expression. We fulfilled all the conditions you gave us. What other problems could there possibly be?
望月先輩は臨時の講師であり、またお忙しい身でもあるわ。クラブの顧問は荷が重いのではないかというのが反対していた先生方の言い分よ。
そんなの天音先輩の勝手じゃないです
Yeah,
か。
seriously,
先輩は
it's
やっ
up
て
to
くれ
her.
るって言ってるのに。
ええ、私もそう思うわ。でも先生方はせっかくの望月天音というリソースを無駄。
ちょっと無駄って何よ無駄って。
お前らギャーギャーうるさいんだよ。あかりさんはな、お前らなんかのためにギリギリまで頑張ったんだぞ。あの飛岡のおっさんのところにも直接乗り込んでいって。
いいの、田崎くん。もともとそういう約束だったんだもの。力が及ばなかったのは私のせいよ。責められても仕方がないわ。
別に私らは会長を責めたいわけじゃ。
Bro, why would we ever blame you? I mean, you know, we already know who's the straight up asshole here. But you know, hearing that she straight up went to Tobioka Sensei's fucking place, you know? I mean, room or whatever, office or whatever. Man.
そうですよ。悪いのは先生で。
Isn't there something we can do, Akari-san?
このままうやむやにさせるつもりはありませんが、今すぐどうにかできる問題でもないと思います。ですから我々生徒会がソアリング部を部活動として承認します。
She's competing for best girl status here, man. Holy shit. Can't wait for defend this.
これが生徒会が発行した書類です。
As she said that, she handed us the documents proving the acknowledgement of the Soaring Club's restoration. It had the proper seal stamped on it too.
わずかですが生徒会の予備予算から部費も出します。滑走路の件もこちらから連絡して使用許可をいただきました。
Oh, nice. Going up, Bob, and holy shit. She's, holy shit. Wow, man. Holy shit. Wow. Leap. She's getting there, man. Best girl status, man.
仕事早っ。
何かあったら生徒会で引き受けます。とは言い切れないのが申し訳ないのだけれど、ですから慎重になるべく問題を起こさないようクラブ活動に勤しんでください。
ありがとう会長。
Thank you very much.
ございます。
それでは私はこれで。
Akari-san bid farewell and turned to leave, dragging Matsusugu along.
そうだ、以前学校の倉庫から紛失したグライダーですが、もしどこかで発見されればそれはあなたたちのものよ。
I still love
ソ
how
アリング部の備品として好きに使ってくれていいわ。
I love how she phrased it. If you happen to find it somewhere, where could that be? As she said that, Akari-san grinned broadly. So cute.
それでは失礼すればね。
意外と融通きくんだね。
By the way, I need to end stream after this scene, so we'll do a lot more of this tomorrow. She might not seem like it, but it looks like she's rooting for the Soaring Club.
私あの人のことちょっと好きになっちゃった。
With that, our Soaring Club made a safe, well, not exactly safe comeback after a 1-year hiatus. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. Alright, I'm excited to continue this tomorrow. And for sure I'm going to do this early tomorrow, the moment I wake up. I have to save. Anyway. Man, I'm still thinking. Do I really need to go the Colori's route? Go to Colori's route? I just want to hang with Amane Senpai, man. What the fuck? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Ciao. Wait, looking for it. Oh, there you go.